Wild Lights offers free custom designs, warranty on installations, and free maintenance. We eliminate the frustration of untangling lights, replacing bulbs, and climbing ladders. In early January, the Christmas lights are removed and stored. For a free quote, call 417-669-5107 or go online wildwildlights.com.
Monett Cup football on MHSCubs.com. Brought to you in part by Apogee Architectural Metals. For over 70 years, the EFCO brand of Apogee Architectural Metals has provided premium architectural aluminum windows, curtain wall, storefront, and entrance systems to the commercial construction market. Come work in the Monett manufacturing facility. Minuteman Maintenance, in-home appliance repairs. Give Cale Sandrosky a call, 417-235-3276. Jimmy Mitchell Motors at 555 South Elliott in Aurora. Don't forget about their award-winning service department. Roberts Family Eye Care, a large selection of designer frames and lenses at their newly expanded Monett offices at 5th and Cleveland, also locations on the east side of the square in Mount Vernon and South Highway 39 in Shelnup. Thank you so much, Dr. J.D. Roberts, Dr. Michael Roberts, and Dr. Aubrey Roberts. And by Wild Lights, it's getting close to that time of year. Give Wild Lights a call. You can pick out the colors. You can pick out the design. They'll put the lights up for you. They will take the lights down for you. They will store them for you. They make it super easy, and you'll enjoy the beautiful Christmas lights from Wild Lights. Cubs in the purple jerseys tonight with the white helmets, white pants. Cassville in the white jerseys with the gray pants, the black helmets, the black numbers on the front and back, and should be a really good one this evening. The Cubs in the first quarter of their games this year have outscored their opponents 116-76. Second quarter they've outscored the opponents. They've doubled them up 120-61. And we'll take another commercial break, come back after this here on MHSCubs.com.
Do you need a lawyer's advice? Are you having legal difficulties? Randall, Mosry, and Randall at 405 East Broadway in Monett are general practice attorneys specializing in personal injury and criminal law. They have a solid reputation as effective legal practitioners and possess over 80 years of combined experience on which to draw. You can depend on Randall, Mosry, and Randall to get the best possible results. To improve your outcome, call 235-8688. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisement.
Architectural Systems Incorporated's mission is to serve as a full-service partner to our customers in the commercial construction industry. We will continually strive to improve, meet, or exceed our commitment to provide the highest quality products and on-time delivery. Our goal is to be your single source for everything from engineering to finished product. ASI is expanding. Apply online at asi-mo.com/careers. ASI is an equal opportunity employer.
Monett Cup football brought to you in part by Randall, Mosry, and Randall Attorneys at Law, providing over 80 years of combined experience, and Architectural Systems Incorporated, ASI, a part of the local economy since 1998, offices in Monett, Aurora, and Granby. Cassville wins the toss. They will defer their option to the second half. Monett will receive to start the football game. Cassville will kick off. The Cubs will be moving from left to right. Wildcats will go from right to left here on this, again, beautiful evening, 72 degrees, southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. The 20th meeting since 2010. Cassville's won 12 times. The Cubs have won 7 times. Cassville won last year 41-24. The Wildcats have won 8 of the last 9 meetings since 2017. Monett won here in 2022, 2017. That was their first win over Cassville since 2016. The Wildcats have had the Cubs number in recent years.
Here it is, senior night for the Cubs, and big crowd here, as well there should be, since it's Cassville, and Cassville brought up a big crowd too, so should be an exciting ball game for everyone in attendance, as we're just moments away from the kickoff here at the final regular season home game at Burrow Fowler Athletic Field.
Cade Williams, who is not on the numerical roster, he wears number 15. He will kick off for Cassville. Cubs have 2 men back deep. Antoine Smith back in the Cub lineup after not playing last week, violating a team rule. And also back deep, we will see Brady Courtois, so back for the first time to receive kicks. Two good guys with great speed. We'll see how Cassville handles this.
And Cassville, like you say, deferred to the second half, so want to give the Cubs the ball to start out the ball game, so that's kind of an interesting situation.
Cubs will be going into the win in the first quarter. Line drive kick, fielded by Smith at the 15-yard line. Just to the 20, 25, bouncing outside 30. Evades a one tackler and chased out of bounds near the 33-yard line.
So Antoine gets the ball about the 15 and brings it all the way out to the 34 is where they're going to mark it, looks like. First and 10 for the Cubs, and that explosive offensive unit of the Cubs takes the field and look for a pass play, of course, for the first play of the game. Maybe the home run ball.
You're going out on a limb with an empty backfield. Three receivers to the left, two to the right. Cassville will rush three. Quick pass to the left, caught by Antoine Smith. And Smith to about the 40-yard line. He did fumble.
And
got it back. Wow.
Fortunate there. It's a little swing pass out there to Antoine as he was in the slot and picked up about 7 on the play.
Cubs going here on 2nd and 3. Washik looking over the middle. No one open. Going to try to run for the first down. He will. Picks up the first down and got down at about the 47-yard line with the tackle made by Van Thang, sophomore linebacker.
Great read. Great read by Dillon that time. His primary receiver was covered. This time Antoine Smith is the tailback position, and we got a quick snap.
After a gain of 6 yards and a first down from Monett, Smith trying to bounce outside, cannot get to the edge as he's brought down by Ricky Norris, the defensive tackle who has 21 tackles, 3 quarterback sacks this year. We'll give him a gain of 0, and it is 2nd and 10. Cubs on 2nd and 10, ready to go. 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. No score, just underway first quarter. Screen pass, little bubble screen that is caught by Nesserode. Nesserode into Cassville territory to the 44-yard line before he's tackled by Easton Hughes.
Going to bring up a third down situation for the Cubs. 3rd and 1 looks like.
So Nesserode a gain of 9.
Quick snap here as Dylan Washington calls for the ball.
Looked like the nose guard jumped, but didn't get into the neutral zone, so no flag. Still 23 seconds on the play clock, so Cubs could still try to draw Cassville offside. They'll shift Antoine Smith into the I formation, gets the handoff, and he did not get the first down. He's tackled at the 44 for no gain.
Cassville doing a good job the first 2 times that Smith touches the ball, 3 counting the pass play, but stopped him with no gain. So 4th and 1, the Cubs, of course, going for it here at the 44-yard line of the Wildcats.
Smith lines up as the I back. Miles Young, Colin Umfleet split out to the right side. They're going to pass on 4th and 1. Meeks wide open has the first down at the 31-yard line.
Meeks lines up to the wide side of the field, just cuts right straight across the field there, and Dylan Washik on 4th and 1 goes to the pass play and completes it.
He is 3 for 3 passing for 29 yards this drive. 6th play of the drive, 1st and 10 Monett at the Cassville 31. Good protection. Washik's going to throw to the left sideline, and he throws it out of bounds. Colin Umfleet was the intended receiver.
Good coverage that time by the Wildcats, and even in the pregame it was talking about whether the Wildcats are going to put pressure on Dylan quickly or make sure that they covered the receivers, and thus far they've been content to try to cover the receivers out there, and Dylan having all kinds of time to throw the ball but not having anyone open.
Dave, I'll need you to just keep on talking for a second. Go
okay,
ahead.
As Dylan Washik throws the ball out to Smith this time, and he evades one tackler and was able to get down to about the 27, 26-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 26, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5.
Keep on talking.
As Dylan back there, this time Umfleet is the tailback, and he sees an opening, and he gets down to the 15 to the 20. Excuse me, 25 to 20, down to about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. That was a pass or a run. That was a run by Umfleet. Umfleet the first time at the tailback position.
For 9 yards and a first down. Go ahead.
Okay, and again, fake to Umfleet. This time Washik under a little bit of pressure and throws it away, smartly so. The ball falls incomplete, and the Cubs will be faced with a 2nd down situation as the Cubs are at the 18-yard line, and this is exactly what Coach Mock was talking about in the pregame, was go ahead and finish drives.
Good to go as the Cubs 2-by-2 look. Handoff to Umfleet off the left tackle. Again, stood up at the line of scrimmage. Easton Hughes, 61 tackles, 5.5 tackles for a loss. Second team all Big 8 last year. Makes the stop for no gain, 2nd and 10.
And the Wildcats are definitely ready for that power I formation, and still there is Umfleet back there at the tailback position.
Having some internet issues tonight, so bear with us. Umfleet wants to throw.
Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Roll to the left. He
ball.
is going to tuck it and run at the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. Carlos Barrientos, the safety who has 44 tackles this year, makes the stop. It's a gain of 3 down to the 14 for Washik.
And it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. As nobody opened downfield, and Dillon had to run the ball and picked up 3 yards.
So we'll call it 4th and 8 for Monett at the 14-yard line. 4 receivers to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Single receiver to the left is the short side of the field. And that would be Nesserode all by his lonesome there on the left side. 4th and 8 Monett at about the 14-yard line. Snap to Washik, pass over the middle, that is incomplete. Seitz was the intended receiver, and Cassville will take over on downs.
One of the rare times the ball touches the hands of Seitz, and Braden unable to reel the ball in, and it does fall incomplete. So the Cubs turn the ball over on 4th down, and Cubs still having trouble getting in to the end zone after getting it inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
So Cassville will start at their own 14-yard line. The Cubs kept it 11 plays, took 4 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock, and now Alex Oliveras, our referee, will stop play. There's a problem with one of the chains over on the far side. It's the padding around the chain that apparently has come loose, so they'll just throw the padding off to the side, and chain gang says, let's go.
And Antoine Smith out there at the tailback position, or at the linebacker position.
First time for him to play defense this year. Up the middle, probably Easton Hughes. Hughes and Bryan are the running backs, now trying to bounce outside for literally no gain. Good job by the Monett defense as Chris Calhoun there to make the stop. It was Bryan, the ball carrier.
Going to give him maybe 2.
They are going to give him a generous gain of 2 to 16, and it's 2nd and 8.
And Antoine out there at the linebacker position, the Cubs feeling like to get a little bit more speed out there as far as covering the short passes there, and we'll see if Antoine can make a difference defensively for the Cubs.
Jaden Castleberry and Colton Roark split out to the left. Keep your eyes on Roark. He will catch the ball. He will run the ball. They fake the toss. The keeper by the quarterback, Stearns, and he is sacked behind the line of scrimmage near the 11-yard line.
And I was isolating on Antoine that time, and he come across, lined up as a linebacker, and then got down on a 3-point stance and come across the line and made the sack on the quarterback of the Cassville Wildcats.
Loss of 4 back to the 12-yard line, and it's 3rd and 12 for Cassville. 6:50 to go, first quarter, no score.
And Antoine, right on cue, made the play there as we were watching him from the get-go, and drops the quarterback for a big loss.
Across the front, Camden Tolles, Chris Calhoun, Logan Cole, and Joshua Hessman. The linebackers, Tucker Anderson, Antoine Smith, and Aiden Rivera. Cornerbacks, Josue Elias and Chris Spears. The safeties, August Black and Kason Carr. On 3rd and 12, whistle will stop play.
It's going to be a motion penalty against the Wildcats, a little bit too quickly getting off the ball that time, and so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So now it's going to be 3rd and very long for the Wildcats at their own 5.
Dave, keep talking again.
As we're going to mark it back at the 6-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down now and about 17 to go.
3rd and 18 for the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats now, after stopping the Cubs on 4th and 8, now then faced with their own 3rd and 17 or 18 from their own 6-yard line. So a big defensive play for the Cubs, but more importantly, big offensive play for the Wildcats. Back to throw, looking downfield.
That is hanging up in the air forever, and it is caught by Colton Roark, and he's brought down near the 50-yard line. A ball that just hung up forever. I thought the Monett secondary might be able to bat it away, but Roark comes through with his 20th catch of the year, all the way down to the 48. It's a pickup of 41 yards.
And that time Stearns threw the ball up and had said, go get it, Roark, and Roark absolutely did. Picked up more than enough, way more than enough for the first down.
Well, that one hurts.
Chunk third down there for the Cubs defensively and did not perform.
The chunk play comes through for Cassville. Now they have 2 receivers to the left. Stearns will go under center. Handoff first back through. That's Hughes. He's got room off the left side, and Hughes chased out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
More than enough for the first down. Going to be right at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12 for Hughes.
Easton Hughes, the ball carrier.
So come with a quick hitter right straight up the middle to the fullback that time, and Hughes picks up a big chunk of yardage also. So the Wildcats came away from their own goal line down there on a big third down play, and now then the running play gets another first down for the Wildcats. No score here as we're early in the ball game.
Mace Bredesen split out to the left. Now Travis Moore tied into left. Fumble! Cubs think they have it. Quarterback dropped the ball. Monett has the football.
Coles in there getting the ball for the Cubs. Just a bad exchange from center that time to the quarterback, and Stearns didn't get a good handle on it, and Tolles right there to jump on the ball for the Cubs.
Tolles in the celebration coming over to the sideline just got chest bumped to the ground by Barry Hazelton.
I can see how that could happen.
5:27 to go, first quarter, no score. Monett starting from their own 41-yard line. They'll go straight handoff. Antoine Smith breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, breaks a second tackle at the line of scrimmage. Somehow, some way, picks up 3, almost 4 yards near the 45-yard line. Holy cow.
I'm telling you that Wildcat defense is just scrambling to the football, not allowing the run to have much success for the Cubs thus far. And Antoine does pick up, let's give him 3. Second down as he looks back.
Bubble screen, caught by Meeks, has a Monett first down, crosses the 50, down to the 48-yard line. Don't see any flags. It will be a pickup of 8 yards for Meeks.
And the Cubs went to that running formation and go to Meeks across the middle and wash it back as Smith gets it right straight up the middle again and drives hard, but going to pick up about 3 is all.
There is a flag on the far side of the field.
Easton Hughes with the tackle. There's a penalty mark.
Hughes with the tackle. There is a false start against Monett. Cubs first penalty.
Cubs a little bit too quickly getting off the line that time, and correctly called against the Cubs. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now. Antoine would have picked up only 3 yards, so it wasn't a big play that was negated by a 5-yard penalty, but still, yeah, it is 1st and 15.
4:40 to go, first quarter, no score. Cubs 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, dropping back to pass Washik. Deep downfield, looking for Meeks, off his hand, incomplete. Would have been a really good catch as on the coverage for Cassville was Camden Beebe.
2nd and 15 facing the Cubs now, and Cubs need to take advantage of that turnover against the Wildcats because the Wildcats are not going to give you many gifts during this game, so got to take advantage of that fumble recovery.
Cassville has 8 in coverage, 3 defensive linemen, no blitz, back to pass Washik, backside pressure. Washik's going to roll to his left, looking downfield, pass over the middle, is dropped by sides. He tried to make an adjustment, the ball was thrown behind him, and the pass is incomplete.
Ball was there, but just could not get the ball to come into the hands of Braden Sides that time, so the Cubs 2 incompletions in a row makes it 3rd and 15 at their own 48-yard line, 46-yard line.
4.5 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter. 3rd and 15. Cubs need a big play. Screen pass is incomplete. Washik got a hit as he threw the football. Good pressure by Van Thang, and it's going to be 4th and 15. What will Monett do here? They punted just twice the entire season.
Umfleet is the punter, so we'll see if the Cubs are going to line up as if to go for it. Looks like they're going to line up as if to punt the ball away, but remains to be seen.
Mason Bryan, Chance Freed, deep for Cassville. The 2 punts this year for Umfleet on a 35.5-yard average at a long of 40. Good punt here into a south breeze. Caught at the 24-yard line. Returned by Mason Bryan and tripped up at about the 34-yard line.
Flag down, possibly a block in the back situation on the receiving team, the Wildcats, but
30 yards on the punt.
Cubs executed the punt, done a pretty good job of coverage that time. A hold against the receiving team, Wildcats, so that's going to be a
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty. So rather than 1st and 10 at the 4-yard line, they're going to mark it back to the
Holding.
24.
10-yard penalty from the start of the foul.
So no, 27.
Okay. 20,
Mark it.
23.
23. Yeah, I can't see tonight.
Your problem. So the Cubs not able to take advantage of that fumble by Cassville. Here come the Wildcats up to the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback, Jaron Stearns. Straight handoff. New running back. This is Camden Beebe, who has 37 carries for a team-high 385 yards as he rushes out to the 26, a pickup of 3.
Tucker Anderson in on the stop that time for the Cubs. To a gain of 3.
Clock running, 4 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter. Cassville has the football, 2nd and 7 at their own 26-yard line. Wildcats will try to take some time off the clock, but they do not want to play at Monett's pace.
And the Wildcats got to feel good about themselves because the Cubs offensive unit's been out there twice and been denied much yardage at all. So the Wildcats thus far have done exactly the game plan they came here with.
Officials timeout. Cassville didn't have their ball in there. They had Monett's football. Center is Isaac Looney, second team All-Big 8, has his hands on the football. Now the rest of the linemen come running up to the line of scrimmage. The handoff to Rowalk around the right end, cuts it outside and tackled near the 30-yard line.
Colton Rowalk, ball carrier.
Going to bring up a third down situation, but it's going to be very manageable. 3rd and 2.
Third down.
They'll give Rowalk 5 yards to the 31. And as Dave said, 3rd and 2 from here. 3:26 to go, first quarter, no score. Huge call here for Clay Weldy, his dad Craig Weldy, longtime coach of the Aurora Hound Dogs. Clay has done a really, really good job since taking over the Cassville program. Straight handoff, trying to run for the first down, and they will get it out near the 34-yard line.
Needed 2, got about 4 maybe, where they're going to mark the ball.
Again, that's Beebe.
34-yard line, no, right at the 35-yard line.
Okay. Beebe gets 4. Third first down for Cassville. Tucker Anderson on the stop for Monett. Under 3 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now 1st and 10, Cassville at their own 35-yard line. They'll split 2 receivers to the left. That's Colton Rowalk and Carlos Barrientos. Stearns will go under center, the split backfield. First back off the right side goes nowhere. That's Hughes. Chris Calhoun and Tucker Anderson there to make the tackle after the loss of a couple back to the 33.
So nothing going this time as the Wildcats go with that quick hitter right straight up the middle, but right there was Tucker and Chris to drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Tucker Anderson, 49 tackles this year. Chris Calhoun, 29 tackles, 3.5 tackles for a loss. No score, 2:14 left first quarter. Cassville now 2nd and 12, back at the 33. Stearns wants to throw to the right side. The pass is caught by Rowalk. Rowalk breaks the tackle. He's going to be close to the first down marker near the 44-yard line.
And that's the playmaker that the Wildcats brought up here on the bus with for themselves. Get it as it was 2nd and 12, gets it down to 3rd and 1.
Pickup of 11. Rowalk this year, 33 rushing attempts, 237 yards, 4 touchdowns, 19 receptions, 562 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So he's accounted for 11 touchdowns this season. They will again split Rowalk out to the left along with Chance Freed. 3rd and 1, Cassville. And the give to Easton Hughes running straight ahead, has a first down. Cubs bring him down near the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 5.
And the Wildcats just grinding and grinding and grinding. And again, not only picking up big yardage, but also keeping the ball out of the hands of the offense of the Cubs. And so another first down at their own 49-yard line of the Wildcats.
It's not that Cassville's playing fast, but I thought they would even wait to snap it even a few more seconds every possession. This time now still 17 on the play clock as they will come up on the line of scrimmage here with about 10 on the play clock. And here they come, running up to the line. Stearns will go under center. Again, give to the first back. This is going to be a first down for Cassville. Hughes all the way down to the Cub 37-yard line.
Elias in on the stop for the Cubs, but not before big yardage picked up by the Wildcats. Another first down.
Pick up of 14 to the Cub 37-yard line. Hughes is just a monster running back, 5'10", 185, but runs really low to the ground. 33 carries, 204 yards, and a team-high 5 rushing touchdowns. 31 seconds to go in a scoreless first quarter. Wildcats 1st and 10 at the Cubs 37. Stearns fakes the toss. They give it on the end around to Mace Bredesen. He stays in bounds at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, at the 5, and a touchdown.
And the pity of that, Mike, is August Black had a shot at him 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but did not make the tackle. You've got to wrap up and get your arms around and stop the running back. And Wildcats get in the end zone for the first time tonight and lead 6-0, and point after touchdown kick looks like is coming.
37-yard run for Bredesen. Preston Driscoll will attempt the extra point, and again, I think they've had some injuries to their kickers this year. Right-footed soccer-style kicker, good snap, good place. Extra point is up, and the kick is good. Timeout here in Monett, 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cassville 7, Monett nothing. Back in a minute.
Keep your property looking new with professional exterior cleaning services from Stay Clear. Need your windows cleaned? Do you need help with soft washing services? From roofs to driveways, Stay Clear is your preferred expert. They also offer professional pressure washing services that are sure to make your property shine. We are here to make your home or business look its best. See our 5-star reviews on Facebook. For your free estimate, call 417-669-5107 or go online to stayclearllc.com.
Cassville scoring drive. They go 8 plays, 77 yards, took 4 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock, and they lead at 7-0.
And the more importantly is they took all that time off the clock, and Cubs now going to receive the kickoff after the touchdown and now trailing 7-0.
They kick it deep. This will squib past Courtois, and it does go into the end zone. Good thing it decided to go in the end zone, because if it stays between the goal line and the 5, that is a live ball.
Yes.
Wow.
But it did cross the plane there, and so the Cubs will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and we'll see if this offense can get untracked here for the Cubs. Wildcat defense played really well here this first quarter, and then the offense has been able to come up with some big plays, including a 38-yard run, and get it on the scoreboard first.
14 and a half seconds to go first quarter. Cubs down 7-0. Dylan Washik in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. They run an end around to Seitz. Seitz out to the 25-yard line for a pickup of 5, maybe 6 yards. I'm going to give him the 26 for a gain of 6. That will likely be the last play of the first quarter. Clock, go ahead.
That Seitz lined up in the slot over there, and like you say, come around on the end around there, or the reverse, and that's the last play of the quarter.
At the end of 1, Cassville 7, Monett nothing here on MHSCubs.com.
Bennett Wormington Funeral Home was established in 1946 on the foundation of personal, professional, and compassionate service to Monett and the surrounding communities. The mission of Bennett Wormington Funeral Home is to provide the highest quality of care to the families they serve. They are always available to sit down and discuss any needs you may have. Call 235-3141 or stop by Bennett Wormington Funeral Home at 216 2nd Street in Monett.
Coast to Coast is proud to carry Steel equipment, and we're proud that much of Steel's legendary gasoline-powered outdoor equipment from trimmers to chainsaws is built right here in America, working as hard as you do to get the job done. Coast to Coast, 500 South Kyler in Monett. A majority of Steel gasoline-powered units sold in the United States are built in the United States from domestic and foreign parts and components.
Vaughn Company Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1959, is the leader in Southwest Missouri in excavation, material hauling, dirt work, and rock sales. Lack of earthwork experience can lead to problems, but the professionals at Vaughn meticulously assess each job, ensuring the perfect match of skilled experts and equipment for a project's guaranteed success. Located north of Monett on Highway H, call 417-235-7700 to get your earthwork done right the first time. Hassle-free, no matter the size.
Washik throws deep near sideline, caught by Nesselrode at the 20-10, touchdown Nesselrode.
Home run throw by Dylan Washik, and Nesselrode runs under it, catches the ball about the 35, and then is able to outrace the Wildcats to the end zone, and they Cubs pull within 7-6, and a 2-point conversion try coming for the Cubs.
Longest pass completion of the year for Dylan Washik. It had been 59 yards. This one goes for 74 yards. The Cubs are within 1, but they will go for 2. They have not kicked it conventional extra point all season long. They've gone for 2 after every touchdown.
Swinging gate formation for the Cubs.
Umfleet off the right shoulder, or excuse me, Umfleet off the right shoulder of Washik. Washik passes in the end zone, and that is caught for the 2-point conversion by Miles Young as he went down to his shoe top to grab that one.
Good catch by Miles that time as the Cubs lined up with all the linemen to the left side of the ball, about 5 or 6 yards away from the ball, and the only ones behind center was Dylan Washik and Colin Umfleet, and throws the ball back across to Young for the 2-point conversion.
The first play that the Cubs have about a 15-mile-an-hour south wind at their back, throw deep.
And not only throw deep, but Carson Nessero doing an excellent job of securing the ball and then having the ability to outrun the Wildcats into the end zone. That was an exciting play. Everyone got on their feet as well they should, and Cubs take that 8-7 lead here after the first play of the second quarter.
74-yard touchdown pass, and then it was Young on the 2-point conversion pass.
And it's adventure time for the Cubs as the Cubs are going to kick the ball away.
Onside kick. Live ball. Cubs have it at the 45-yard line. As we found out before, you can't return it from there, but it ends up in the hands of Kellen Weldy. Excuse me. Yeah, Miles Young. Ben Tate, 21.
Is it 21? Sorry, I see the one now. My mistake. Yeah, Ben Tate right there. Cassville Wildcats touched the ball, but it bounced back up and had gone 10 yards by then anyway, and Tate just catches the ball right on the bounce and tried to go ahead and advance it, but in high school you can't. But it's a Cubs ball, 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 47.
Huge break for Monett. Great job by Ben Tate from the 48. The give. Smith straight up the middle, first down and more, all the way down to the 30-yard line for a gain of 18.
That's the play that the Cubs have been looking at the entire first quarter, and finally it paid off as the Cubs able to get Antoine Smith open right straight up the middle, all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Cubs.
Pickup of 18, 1st and 10. Monett have the wind at their back, leading 8-7. Looking to the left, now rolling back to the right. Washik fakes the pass and going to run for a few yards before going out of bounds near the 28-yard line.
And Dylan, again, doing a good job of reading the coverage downfield and picking up what he could, which is maybe 2 yards.
Yes.
And getting the ball out of bounds. Stops the clock. 8-7, but the Cubs are on the prowl.
2nd and 8. Antoine Smith straight up the middle. This time gets free from the 25. Cassville having a hard time bringing him down. They do it at the 22, a pickup of 6.
And Antoine, after that successful run previously, he touched the ball, was running up the middle and met at the line, but he was able to drag the Wildcat tacklers for another 4 or 5 yards.
Got away from Easton Hughes. It's 3rd and 2, Monett. 2-by-2 look. Washik in the gun. Drops straight back. Bubble screen. Caught by Umfleet. Has a first down. Inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
The Cubs doing a good job of play calling on this particular drive, to mixing the pass and the run in there, and this time in the little screen to Umfleet.
On first down, straight handoff. Antoine Smith tries to get to the edge and won't get there this time. He's tackled for maybe just a gain of 1 before the tackle made by Van Thang.
I don't know if he's going to get 1. Maybe it'd be a generous spot.
I'm going to give it to him.
Okay, well.
But see, they put it on the other side of the
We're
ball.
homers, so let's do it. Antoine coming out this time, and it looks like that
Brady Courtois will be in at running back. He gets the handoff. Busted off the right tackle, inside the 10, still on his feet, all the way down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st and goal.
It looked like they maybe would pick the wrong hole instead of cutting back right straight up the middle, but Cortez was able to pick up down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Washik turns around and hands it to
Courtois again, and
there's a
flag, and the whistle stopped play. Man, that play was well underway.
It wasn't delay of game by any stretch, but it must have been a motion penalty of the Cubs. Yes.
Dead ball for our start. So 1st and goal from the 10 now. Just the 2nd Monett penalty.
But inopportune time at the timing of the penalty is, granted it wasn't a big one, but it could first and goal now from the 10.
Don't think that changes the play at all. Quick pass to the left, caught by Umfleet, inside the 5, down to the 1. Ooh, pickup of 9, it'll be third and goal from the 1 after the 9-yard catch by Umfleet. And you know the Cubs want to hurry up.
We got a timeout here.
Somebody's called time.
I think so, yeah.
Cassville maybe? No, Monett takes a timeout. Well, that's all right. You got 3 to use in the first half.
Yeah.
Use them at your discretion.
And the Cubs now with, is it third down or second? It's
Should
second
be.
down.
It was down to the 5, then the 5-yard penalty made it first and goal. Yeah, it's
got that play back.
Yeah, it should be second and goal.
Okay,
for the 1.
second and goal from the 1, so you got 3 plays to get in. There's the way I'm looking at it. 1 yard.
I don't think any of them are going to be from under center.
No,
throw that out there.
Not at all.
Can you not run the tush push in high school? Can you not steal something? Cub football brought to you in part by Vaughn Company Incorporated, Dirt Works and Hauling since 1959. Coast to coast, lawnmowers, appliances, chainsaws, bicycles, and much more. Bennett Wilmington Funeral Home, established in 1946. Great to have you with us here on MHSCubs.com tonight. So on the YouTube channel, Monett Cubs Live. Second and goal from the 1. Monett leading Cassville 8-7 with 9:47 going second quarter. Cubs did not take advantage of the first Cassville fumble, trying to take advantage of the onside kick recovered by the Monett Cubs.
Cubs need to execute here, and second and goal from the 1, and got 3 plays to get it in there.
Seitz will go out to the right along with Meeks. The tailback is Colin Umfleet. The snap, the give to Umfleet. Touchdown, Monett. Untouched into the end zone. The Cubs go on top 14-7.
Execution there for the Cubs. So good job by the Cubs. Able to overcome that first and 5 from the 5. A 5-yard penalty and backed them up, got down to the 1, and then scored immediately, and Umfleet gets it into the end zone. Another swinging gate by the Cubs.
Try to go for the 2-point conversion. They just toss it straight to Umfleet coming from the center, and he will dive into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That is a legal play. The center can snap it to whoever's back there.
It's playground football out there on the extra points, but yeah, another 2-point conversion, and the Cubs now lead it 16-7.
And we'll take a break here on MHSCubs.com.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Edward Jones financial advisor Jim Haston can help you focus on what you can control. Give him a call at 417-235-8216. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey all you Cub fans, it's Jamie Lenz here. Good luck tonight, Cubs. Hey, if you're at a ball game, chances are your life's pretty busy. And that's what we're here for. We are making home-cooked meals from our kitchen to your table with little to no cleanup. So check out our menu on Facebook. We post a menu every Saturday, and we would love to see you here at Jamie Lynn's.
Here we go. Monett will kick off. It is another onside kick. There is the big bounce. It's touched by Cassville, but this time the Wildcats will fall on it at the 49-yard line. The Cubs got exactly what they needed on, again, that big bounce there at the end on the onside kick.
Cubs, Coach Weldy's heart had to be in his throat on that high bounce there, and Wildcats looks like an injured player out there for the Wildcats, but yeah, the Cubs go with the onside kick again and close to recovering it, but Wildcats come away with it at their own 49-yard line.
Well, Monett needed to take advantage of a second turnover, not taking advantage of a first Cassville turnover. You're only going to get so many of those in a game.
Exactly, and now then they've marked it right at the 50. So right at the 50 for the Wildcats and trailing 16-7. And Roark really hasn't hurt the Cubs except for that one play on third down and about 18 yards to go. And coming into this game, I was looking for Roark to really have a good ball game, but thus far, like I say, he hadn't really bothered the Cubs. And so the defensive unit of the Cubs just been able to turn the ball over from the Wildcats to the offense, and then doing a pretty good job of keeping the Wildcats out of the end zone, except for that one time there in the first quarter.
Carlos Barrientos is the injured Cassville player, but able to make it to the sideline under his own power. That's good to see. So Cassville will start this drive at the 50. Monett 16, Cassville 7, 9 minutes 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Stearns 2 for 2 passing. Both passes caught by Stearns, total of 52 yards.
And Antoine Smith still in there on both ways. This time he's on the left side. He's been shifting from one side to the other on the defensive line, and he's playing on the offensive unit and the defensive unit.
Stearns will head under center, split backfield. First back through off the left side. That's a big hole for Mason Bryan. He's got a first down to the 30, down to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Right straight up the middle, the Wildcats go. So the Wildcats get into the end zone quickly from the 50-yard line and pull within 16-13, and they point after touchdown coming here. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-point conversion or another kick. I think it's going to be another kick. But the Wildcats right straight up the middle, nothing fancy there.
No.
But the defensive unit was blocked off by the Cubs, or for the Cubs, and 50 yards later the Wildcats pull within 3 points.
Preston Driscoll will attempt the extra point. Good snap, good place. Extra point kick is up, and it is good. We'll take a break. 9:29 to go in the second quarter. Monett 16, Cassville 14. Back in a minute.
At Glaus Family Dentistry, we know every person's dental needs are unique. That's why we offer a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable, convenient atmosphere. From the minute you walk into our office at 800 East Cleveland in Monett, you will notice a difference at Glaus Family Dentistry. We care about you, and we're here to help you achieve your healthiest, brightest smile. Call 417-235-5155. We look forward to caring for you and your family's dental needs.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back in Monett. Cub football brought to you in part by Jim Haston. Edwin Jones, making sense of investing. See him at his new office at 311 First Street. That is right across the street from Monett Mufflers and more. Jamie Lynn, see her Facebook page for her weekly menu. Delicious home-cooked meals. You pick those up Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Glaus Family Dentistry, they are your hometown dental team. Cubs by 2. Will Cassville maybe try an onside kick here? Cade Williams will kick. Line drive kick down the middle of the field. Antoine Smith grabs it at the 20-yard line. Actually, this is Courtois out to the 30, to the left hash, 35, out to about the 37-yard line.
Wildcats kick the ball hard, but it's just a little line drive, and Cubs return it out to the 37-yard line. First and 10 there, but the Cubs with only a 2-point lead, 16-14.
If you wonder if Cassville saw something on film or if that was just a defensive breakdown by Monett, that was just a simple straight handoff to Mason Bryan right off the left tackle.
Yeah, and it's kind of a little counter play in there. They fake one way and then come back against the grain.
Washik handoff to Umfleet running to the short side of the field, and he is met quickly by Tristan Thompson, and that will be for a couple yards out to about the 39-yard line.
Both teams, Mike, have scored on one play.
Yeah.
And Cubs with that 16-14 advantage with the two-point conversions.
2-by-2 look for Monett here on 2nd and 8. Washik out of the gun, looks over the middle. Pass is caught by Seitz, and he is tackled at the 45-yard line. The stop by Mace Bredesen.
Going to be short of the first down by 2 yards, looks like.
Seitz for 7. First catch of the ball game for him. Washik 9 of 15 passing. Here goes Umfleet on the carry for a first down into Cassville territory all the way down to the 43-yard line.
Umfleet lining up in the tailback position, gets a handoff from Washik, and Cubs first and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Wildcats.
Pickup of 12 for Umfleet. First and 10, Monett. A bad snap. Washik will fall on it at the 45 for a 3-yard loss at 2nd and 13.
A little bit of a mistake there, but fortunately, the Cubs were able to get on the ball, but do lose 3 yards on the play.
Yep. Real bad snap from Adam Martinez. On 2nd and 13, Washik bubble screen. That's caught by Nesserode between the hash marks, being chased down and tackled at the 42-yard line. It's just a pickup of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Easton Hughes on the tackle.
Wildcats doing a really good job on that little bubble screen that time and denying the Cubs much yardage, and Carson was able to only pick up maybe 3 on the play, get it back to 3rd and 10.
6th play of the drive that started at the 37. Cubs up 16-14, 7:38 remaining second quarter. Washik pass over the middle, intercepted by Cassville at the 37-yard line. Still on the return is Andrew Goutney to the 30.
His tackle.
And Goutney is going to go 63 yards on the pick six, and Cassville has the first lead of the night at 20-16.
Cubs trying to go to that slant pattern across the middle, and the Wildcats were right there waiting for the pass to be thrown, and then jumping the route and scoring, returning it all the way into the end zone, and the Wildcats take the lead back. So it's back and forth here as the Cubs turn the ball over on the pass interception and return for a touchdown. 20-16 Wildcats.
Goutney with his first interception of the year. 63 yards on the pick six. Extra point here by Preston Driscoll. And the Monett crowd has gone quiet here on the west side. Extra point kick is up. It is good. We'll take a quick break here. 7:22 to go in the second. Cassville 21, Monett 16. Back in a minute.
Jack Henry is a well-rounded financial technology company that strengthens connections between financial institutions and the people and businesses they serve. Jack Henry provides technology solutions to enable clients to innovate faster, strategically differentiate, and successfully compete while serving the evolving needs of their account holders. We empower clients with people-inspired innovation, personal service, and insight-driven solutions that help reduce the barriers to financial health.
Cassville leading Monett. Wildcats' first lead, courtesy of a 63-yard interception return for a touchdown by Andon Goutney.
First turnover of the game for the Cubs, but it was a costly one, as it cost them a touchdown, and so now then the Cubs will get the ball back after this kickoff here, with the Wildcats leading 21-16.
Washik last year had 511 pass attempts through 10 interceptions. That is his 7th interception this year. Here's the onside kick. Is it going to go the necessary 10 yards? It will, as it takes a final bounce, but the Cubs will fall on it right in front of their bench. It's Michael Diaz with the football for Monett.
Barely went 10 yards, which it did, but Diaz right there for the Cubs and recovered the ball just before it went out of bounds.
I like the play call by Cassville. They had a ton of momentum, and why not try it?
So the Cubs at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10, now trailing.
Monett starting at their own 49, 2-by-2 look. Cassville with 3 defensive linemen. Now an outside linebacker comes up on the line of scrimmage. Maybe apply some backside pressure on Washik, who gets the snap. Good protection, looks over the middle. Now we'll just dump it out of bounds.
And you think that maybe Dillon a little bit gun shy now, making sure his receivers are open out there, and took a little bit too long to really look downfield that time, but very wisely threw the ball away.
2nd and 10, Monett at their own 49. 7:14 to go second quarter. Cassville 21, Monett 16. Straight handoff this time. This is Courtois. Tries to get away from one Wildcat tackler as he was grabbed this time by both hands by Wesley Lowry and gained out to the 44-yard line.
It'll be a 3rd down, 3rd and 4, let's call it, at the 44-yard line of the Wildcats are the Cubs.
That was who again?
Courtois.
Thank you for 7.
And again, here's Smith this time.
He's being drugged down from behind. He'll get a
going to be close.
He needed 3, and he's going to be really close.
Going to be very close, in fact. Might have a measurement here, but
that's got to be a 1st down where that ball spotted there. That wild Cassville player, that's Easton Hughes.
And then a flag comes in very late, so that tells me that somebody was mouthing on the Cubs sideline. I mean, way late, way after the play was over.
Hughes standing up, but in some obvious pain here. It will be a dead ball personal foul. The Cubs got a 1st down on the play. Three yards, and that was Umfleet after.
No, it's Smith.
Smith, thank you. Antoine Smith for 3 on the last one?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. No.
Offsetting.
Offsetting, okay. Okay, my apologies. Granted, I didn't want to have the Cubs come up with a big play to offset that 1st down run, but still got the personal foul called against them. And Fortunately, the Wildcats are right back there in the same, so the play stands.
Miles Young and Alex Meeks are split to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Netzeroth and Seitz to the left. Humfleet will be the tailback. Washik, straight drop, good protection. Going to throw deep, far sideline, and overthrows Meeks. Passes incomplete.
And the reason that they didn't play the play over is because the play was way, way late. Their flag was way after the play was completed. So therefore, a lot of times on offsetting penalties, you go back and play the play again. But this was post-play as far as that was concerned. So the Cubs was awarded the first down.
2nd and 10, Monett at the Cassville 41. Cubs trail 21-16. 6:53 remaining here in the second quarter. Snap to Washik. Pass to the near sideline. That is dropped by Seitz. It's incomplete.
And again, Seitz has made some sensational catches this season, but having a tough time making connections with Dylan Washik. This particular game does have one reception, does Braden. 3rd and 10.
Straight handoff, Humfleet up the middle, inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. It'll be a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1.
4th and 1, and of course, no question, the Cubs offensive unit still out there. This time Smith comes out at the tailback position. Humfleet to the sideline.
4th and 1, Monett. Straight handoff, Antoine Smith, first down to the 28-yard line.
Antoine needed one, is able to pick up some yardage, and it looks like Antoine's a little bit slow getting out now.
Oh, goodness. That does not look good. Got an official timeout here for an injury. We'll take a break. 6:21 to go second quarter. Cassville 21, Monett 16. Back after this.
At Advanced Jiffy Machine Products, we specialize in everything manufacturing. We are constantly expanding both building space and ideas to anticipate the needs of customers and stay ahead of the competition. Whether it's adding automation to increase capacity or modifying a current process, we always try to look ahead to utilize the newest technologies in order to maintain the very high level of quality and efficiency our customers have come to expect since 1979. Advanced Jiffy Machine Products, 9 North Industrial Drive in Monett.
Remember, when trust, loyalty, and authentic relationships were the gold standard for getting business done, a lot has changed over the years, but at Rollo Insurance, those values remain constant. Come rediscover the personal touch that can only exist with a known and trusted advisor. Call Scott Thrasher at 417-772-3100 or stop by 1001 East Broadway in Monett. See for yourself why we say that Rollo Insurance, the difference is real.
Cub football brought to you by Jack Henry, proud to be recognized as an industry leader. Advanced Jiffy Machine Products, established in 1979, and Rollo Insurance. At Rollo Insurance, the difference is real. Visit with Scott Thrasher. This appears to be a pretty serious injury to Antoine Smith, who's being helped to the Monett sideline. And the Cubs down by 5, 6:21 left first half, have it 1st and 10 at the Cassville 27-yard line.
Empty backfield, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Now then Courtois comes back to the tailback position.
With the 2-by-2 look, handoff to Courtois, and hit by Easton Hughes for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So the Cubs going to the run pretty much this drive here, but denied any yardage there at 2nd and 10.
Cubs have to stay aggressive offensively. 2-by-2 look. Oh, Washik turned the wrong way. Now he's going to throw a ball out of bounds. He turned the wrong way. Either that or Courtois ran the wrong way. It was a busted play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 as the ball was just simply thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, Dylan turned, and there was no one to hand off to, whichever one made the mistake, but Dylan just threw the ball out of bounds. Unfortunately for the Cubs, didn't get called for a lineman downfield.
Cubs trail 21-16, 5:55 left second quarter on 3rd and 10. Washik throws right side, catch by Meeks at the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown.
What a pretty play that was. Washik threw the ball just before Meeks made his cut, and whenever Alex turned around, the ball was right there, and a great catch by Alex gets into the end zone. So a 35-yard,
27.
27-yard touchdown pass and the swinging gate coming for the Cubs for the 2-point conversion.
Chunk play for the Cubs. Monett gets the lead back at 22-21. Snap to Washik. He's going to throw to Meeks, and Meeks is going to be tackled short of the goal line, so the 2-point conversion no good. 5:47 left in the second. Cubs 22, Wildcats 21. Back in a minute.
Order Ahead is available at Sonic drive-ins around the country. Make sure you're using the latest version of the Sonic app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. When prompted, allow the Sonic app to access your device location to find Sonic drive-ins near you that support Order Ahead. Browse the menu, customize your order, add items to your bag, pay for your order using a credit card or a Sonic gift card, and select a pickup time. Order Ahead will put you first in line every time at Sonic Drive-In at 9th and Cleveland in Monett.
Number 62, Oscar Hinojosa, set to kick off for the Cubs.
Scoring drive for Monett, 10 plays, 51 yards, 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Meeks, 27-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Washik, 2-point conversion, no good. Cubs by 1, 22-21.
Thought it was a timeout situation for the Cubs, but not so. The play clock just started, so plenty of time for Hinojosa to kick the ball away.
Carthage, go ahead.
Cubs back on the lead, 22-21, but precarious lead, I might add.
They're going to try yet another onside kick. They do a little trick play this time on the kick it to the left side. It's going to be caught by Cassville and returned a few yards by the Wildcats. Chase Ruark into Monett territory near the 46-yard line.
And of course, if you're the receiving team, you can go ahead and advance the ball on that kickoff, but the Wildcats going to have good field position at their own at the Cub 45-yard line, trailing 22-21.
So they fake the onside kick to the right as we look on. And
good looking play. The ball just didn't cooperate that time for the Cubs.
Wildcats start in Monett territory at the 45-yard line. Monett by 1, 22-21. Entertaining first half as expected. Hughes straight up the middle. Got past Camden Tolles and is brought down near the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 for Hughes.
That was a play that they scored previously on that play for the Wildcats, but this time only picks up 6, which is entirely too many on first down.
I wonder where you were going with that. 2nd and 4, Cassville at the Cub 39. Monett 22, Cassville 21. 5:20 remaining, second quarter. In just this second quarter, we've had 5 touchdowns. It was 7-0 Cassville at the end of the first quarter. Running up to the line of scrimmage, Stearns will toss it. Mason Bryan, who scored from 50 yards out earlier, and Bryan driven out of bounds by free safety August Black. It'll be a Cassville first down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 for Mason Bryan.
And the Wildcats are in no hurry here. They'd like to just run the clock completely down to 0 here in this first half and end up scoring. But there again,
go ahead.
There again, the Wildcats bringing the play in from Coach Weldy on the sideline here, and Cubs defense going to have to shine here.
1st and 10 from the Monett 30. Hand off to Hughes. Just runs into a stone wall. The person who Chris Tolles and Chris Calhoun have combined to make another tackle.
Yeah, that's the play that's been successful for them time and again, but this time lose about a yard.
2nd and 11, Cassville at the Monett 31-yard line. 4:38 remaining, second quarter. Monett 22, Cassville 21. This time the play brought in by Mace Bredesen. The ball in the near hash, wide side of the field to the left. Cassville moving from left to right toward the scoreboard in the south end zone. 2 receivers to the left. Stearns goes under center, split backfield, looks to the left, slant pattern. That is caught by Roark at the 10, at the 5, touchdown.
I was going to say the slant pattern to Roark right across the middle there. If he catches the ball, more than likely the Cubs are not going to be able to bring him down. And true to form, 30 yards later, Roark was into the end zone to give the Wildcats the lead back.
How many chunk plays have we seen here in the first half?
Oh. This might be a Seneca-like score, 65-52.
So Don and Angie will be home after midnight.
Yeah.
Big extra point here. A little surprised they didn't go for 2. Good snap, good place. Kick is up. The kick is good. So the extra point just puts Cassville up by 6. Had they gone for 2 and made it, would have gone up by 7. Had they not made it, you're still up by 5.
But the Wildcats are looking at it. If the Cubs are successful on getting it into the end zone, they're going to go for 2 more than likely. Right. So 6 is just as good as 7. So the Wildcats will kick the ball away again to the Cubs.
So Colton Roark. (31-yard) on the touchdown reception.
Cade Williams sets a kickoff for the Wildcats.
We'll see if it's a battle of the onside kicks here.
And Dante Yenny.
Cassville's kicked off 4 extra points successfully. Cade Williams will kick. Kicks it deep. And this will take a bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Cubs will start at the 20.
So this time they kick it deep to the Wildcats, and the Cubs back on the offensive side at the 20. However, now trailing with 4:09 to go in the first half. Wildcats 28, Cubs 22.
Been trying all quarter to try to get you updates from other games. It feels like keeps scoring at this frantic pace. 1st and 10, Monett from the 20. 2-by-2 look. Umfleet the tailback. Washik deep near sideline. Off the hands of Nesserode, incomplete. Just a streak pattern straight down the field.
And really, he was almost uncovered, I would say. It finally come over by the time the ball got there and was in the area of Carson, but Washik just overthrew him that time.
Nixa leads Ozark 21-0 first half. Republic leading Neosho 21-0 first half. On 2nd down, Umfleet reverses his field, 25, first down, 31-yard line. Good run by Umfleet.
So the Cubs keep it on the ground, able to pick up the needed yardage for the first down and more. Up to the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cubs.
Pickup of 11 on what was 2nd and 10, 3:50 to go second quarter. Monett trailing Cassville 28-22. Washik out of the gun. Deep near sideline. Nesserode makes the catch this time. Does stay in bounds. 40, 30, one man to beat at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
And again, Mike, I don't understand the coverage or lack thereof on Nesserode. Nesserode lined up at the wide side of the field near to the Cubs sideline, runs straight downfield. Nobody really over there man-to-man coverage. Catch the ball, and once you get it into Carson's hands, more than likely he's going to score, and score he did.
69-yard touchdown reception for Nesserode. He scored on a 74-yard touchdown pass earlier this quarter, going for the 2-point conversion. They throw it to Seitz, and again, he is tackled short of the goal line. That's twice Monett has basically thrown it laterally on the 2-point conversion and don't convert. So it is deadlocked now, 28-28 after 2 failed 2-point conversions for Monett. And again, both times the passes were not across the goal line.
Not across the goal line, and trying to make something happen. This time Seitz, the time before is Umfleet, but just could not get into the end zone for that 2-point conversion. And Hinojosa back to kick off for the Cubs, or to put the foot to the football maybe. I don't know if it called it a kickoff or not, but we'll see what the Cubs decide here. As far as kicking, it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first half, and it's 28-28.
Oscar Hinojosa set to kick off for the Cubs.
And again, they're going to line drive kick it. Cassville will fall on it at the 42-yard line. Heads up play by Chase Ruark.
And that was designed to, if it was kicked hard enough that it would hit off of a Cassville player, then it would be free game. But it went between the Cassville players, and Cassville right there to down the ball at their own 41-yard line. But these teams, you don't know, one play away from scoring.
3 plays, 80 yards, 30 seconds, the last scoring drive for Monett. So now in the second quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 7 touchdowns in this second quarter. Cassville starts from the 41. Hughes up the middle. Camden Tolles will bring him down at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 4.
So the Wildcats going to that play right straight up the middle, trying to keep the defense a little bit honest on the
Gain of 4 yards.
Cubs side of the ball and
6.
give him 4 yards.
5-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Mace Bredesen will bring the play in from the sideline. Cassville's had the Cubs number in recent years, we mentioned. Cassville's won 8 of the last 9 since 2017. 2:50 left first half, deadlocked at 28. They'll send the tight end in motion to the left on 2nd and 5. Trying to bounce outside Colton Rowalk. He will be about a yard short of the first down. He's tackled at the 50-yard line by Aiden Rivera.
And I tell you, he's a hard runner. I think I'd have the ball in his hands a little bit more often than what he has, other than catching the ball. But it's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 1, less than 1 really, at the ball resting right at midfield.
2:24 to go, second quarter. Monett 28, Cassville 28. Wildcats 3rd and 1. Football resting on the 50 on the far left hash, wide side of the field to the right. 2 receivers split to the right. Far right is Chase Ruark on 3rd and 1. Straight handoff at the middle. That's stuffed for a loss.
Kelton Carr and Henry Reed in on the stop. In fact, a loss of the play, a loss of a 1.
Kelton
so
Carr has
4.
been out for some injuries. And that was Hughes, or who had the ball?
Yes, Hughes.
A big 4th and about a yard and a half.
And I thought maybe Coach Weldy would want to talk about this one. Maybe that might be the case.
Yeah, they're going to let the play clock come down about 10 more seconds, and they're going to call the timeout. He is standing right next to the official in front of the Cassville bench. And there is the timeout. Clock stopped with 1:14. Somebody took an extra second off the clock. Put that back on there. It's 1:14 to go, second quarter. Cubs 28, Wildcats 28. Back in a minute.
When you need professional electrical services for your residential, commercial, and industrial properties, contact Post Electric. You can also trust Post Electric to provide you with electrical solutions for your new construction project. You can rest easy knowing that we offer a 1-year workmanship warranty and emergency service on all electric services. Our local family-owned and operated business has been proudly serving all of Southwest Missouri with locations in Branson and Monett. For a free estimate, call Post Electric at 417-846-7100.
Bigger is Better, Lawrence County Record and Continuing the Monett Times is the new title of the weekly newspaper that now covers Berry County and Lawrence County. The advertisers, new readers, and original readers alike see the value in the merged product and its wealth of information. Subscription options include print edition, online edition, or both. Lawrence County Record can also handle your printing needs. Call 417-466-2185 or stop by 312 South Hickory Street in Mount Vernon or go online, lawrencecountyrecord.com.
4th and a long one for Cassville. Football near the 50-yard line. 1:14 to go first half, tied 28-28. Now Monett will call for a timeout. Ben Mock wanted to see how Cassville was going to line up. And he'll set his defense again.
And it looked like the Cassville had changed the cadence that time, trying to draw the Cubs off on the defensive side into the neutral zone, but the Cubs did a good job of staying at home, and then Coach Mock elects to use a timeout here defensively. 4th and 2. Ball resting just outside the 50-yard line. It's 28-28.
Cub football brought to you in part tonight by Sonic Drive-In. Mobile ordering made easy. Order on the Sonic app. Post Electric. Choose Post Electric for dependable services every time. And the Lawrence County Record of Continuing the Monett Times. Purchase your subscription today.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if the Wildcats will go with a little toss across the middle there to Roark, but, 4th and 2, they've had some good success right straight up the middle there a time or two also.
Not seeing a lot of Big 8 conference scores being posted. Most of these are all outside the Big 8. We'll run over them at halftime. Nevada does lead Mount Vernon 18-6 over at Mountaineer Stadium. Mount Vernon will host Monett next Friday. Here we go, 4th and a long one. give up the middle, and no, Cassville did not get the yardage. Cubs have held. The ball actually came out, but the ball carrier was down. He needed to get to the 49-yard line, and the way they've got the football spotted, he didn't get there.
So good job by the defensive unit that time, and the Wildcats just going to the power, running right straight up the middle. But it's Cub football at the 50-yard line.
No gain for Bryan.
Still 1:07 to go in the first half. And the Cubs with only one timeout. But 1:07 sometimes can be an eternity for the Cubs.
Ken Gaspar said fumble recovery by Monett. Either way, the Cubs get it over on downs.
Now let's see if the Cubs can take advantage of the turnover. That's, and I'll call it a turnover on downs, so to speak.
28-28 tie, 67 seconds left before halftime. Cubs have one timeout remaining. Cassville will rush 3, 2-by-3 look from Monett, empty backfield. Washik, bubble screen, caught by Seitz to the 40, 35, 30, Seitz to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, and he's a step out of bounds. So there's a flag.
I don't see. Yeah, right about the 38-yard line over there at the hash mark.
There it is.
Yeah. But what a tremendous run and catch by Seitz that time. But
that is just the third penalty for Monett this half.
And we talked in the pregame, you know, the penalties after a big play. And how big could that play be? That was a touchdown for the Cubs, but negated with the block in the back.
It's a 12-yard catch officially for Seitz. Then they mark off the penalty and move it back to the 48.
So it's 1st and 8 now for the Cubs.
Correct.
Let's score. Cubs can just score again now.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. Washik going to throw deep near sideline, looking for Nesrode. Does he make the catch and stay in bounds? No, he is ruled out of bounds. Good effort by Nesrode. Almost got a foot down.
Carson came back and caught the ball, but it just had just could not get 1 foot in bounds, and 2nd and 8 now.
Good throw by Washik. And the Cubs have that south wind at their back here in the second quarter.
And the Wildcats get the opening kickoff of the second half, too, after
winning and deferring
the first kickoff.
28-28 tie, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Slant pattern, caught by Seitz. Same play he scored a touchdown on. This time he has a first down. That'll stop the clock.
Got to be a face mask now. There's another flag thrown in there, and as Seitz and 2 Wildcats were the only ones out there.
Okay. Gain of 16 for Seitz.
No, they're saying it's against the Cubs. Another hold against the Cubs.
Kidding me.
I did not see that.
Where's the flag?
The flag right at the 32.
Okay, where the tackle was made.
Right, and then the Seitz and the only Wildcats, and that's where it was thrown, but Cubs are own worst enemy here.
Again. 10-yard penalty. We're back up to the 42, so it's 2nd and 2. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Cubs have one timeout remaining. 3-by-2 look, empty backfield. Washik sacked. Sacked by Ricky Norris.
Wildcats coming hard that time, and Dillon not having any time at all to look downfield, and wisely did not throw the ball.
Loss of 5.
Timeout by the Cubs.
We'll take a break. 36 seconds left, second quarter, tied 28. Back after this.
There's a new choice in the Monett area in honoring your deceased loved ones. Owners Jeremy and Angie Vanderboel are proud to announce the opening of Tombstone Solutions, LLC. They offer the highest quality granite monument sales, as well as monument leveling and cleaning at affordable pricing. Preserve your loved one's legacy. Stop paying high prices. Call Tombstone Solutions in Monett for an estimate. 417-737-0839.
Revive Car Wash, located next to Walmart in Monett, was founded with a mission to deliver a superior car wash experience that leaves every vehicle sparkling clean and every customer fully satisfied. We use advanced technology, professional-grade products, and a friendly, well-trained team to ensure your visit exceeds expectations every time.
Offering traditional wash packages and unlimited club plans, Revive Car Wash is your go-to destination for all your vehicle cleaning needs. We wash, you shine.
36 seconds left first half, tied 28. Cubs have a 3rd and 7 at their own 47-yard line. They'll line up in the shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left, which is the wide side of the field, 2 to the right on the short side. Cassville will rush 3. They've got 8 in coverage. Washik out of the shotgun. Quick pass, left side, Umfleet tries to get to the left edge, and he's just going to run out of room. Not much room there as Cassville. Great job of stringing that play out. Tristan Thompson on the stop.
Tristan Thompson. Maybe a yard is gained that time on that play.
Okay, and that was Nesserode?
No, that was Umfleet.
Okay.
It's 4th down, 4th and 7 for the Cubs.
He got out of bounds to stop the clock with 30.9 seconds to go before halftime. So if Monett doesn't pick up a first down, Cassville's going to get the ball back, and still about a half minute to go. And they have 2 timeouts remaining. The Cubs are out of timeouts. Monett needs to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. Umfleet shifts back to a tailback, flag on the play. Pass is caught by Nesserode, and he's tackled at the 32, but the Cubs are going to be guilty of an illegal motion.
Yep.
And now another flag thrown late in the backfield, defensive backfield. Second flag will be a dead ball penalty.
First one, I'm pretty sure the Cubs a little bit.
Yeah, they weren't set.
Yeah. And then the second one.
Somebody opened their mouth, and we'll see which team. When Alex Oliveros tells us, we will tell you, but still a long conversation with the officiating crew. Original line of scrimmage, I believe, was the 47.
Motion penalty against the Cubs.
Okay. Cassville will apparently take that penalty.
And then
they may have picked up the other flag. 5th penalty on Monett, totaling 35 yards. Apparently they picked up the other flag. It's going to be 4th and about 12 for Monett. 25 seconds left, second quarter. Monett is out of timeouts. Cassville with 2 timeouts remaining. Again, got to get to the 40-yard line here on 4th and 12.
Cubs are going to let the play clock run out and then kick the ball away, I believe.
They don't even have to. They can let it wind all the way down. Cassville apparently is not going to stop it. Monett is elected to let that play clock come down to 0, game clock come down to 0, and that's exactly what happened. So Cassville won the coin toss, deferred their option to the third quarter. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. And at the half, just 56 points have been scored. Monett 28, Cassville 28. Back after this.
I don't want to be in my car longer than I'm with my doctor. That's why I love 5-star care I can trust at Cox Health in Monett. Not just for me, but for everyone in my family. The full-service emergency department, urgent care, or primary care and specialist clinics are open when I need them. And I know they've got us covered with everything from stroke care to sports medicine. Because at Cox Health, quality care is close to home and always on my schedule.
Are you ready for the best cashew chicken in Monett? For lunch or dinner, stop in at Lai Lai Asian Buffet and Dining, 601 Bridle Lane behind Walmart. Call ahead at 235-3568 and use their convenient pickup window for carry-out orders. Order from their large menu, including sushi, or get their always delicious, always fresh, mouth-watering buffet, including salad bar, ice cream, and other dessert options. You'll be treated like family at Lai Lai in Monett.
Family owned and operated Kay's Floral Affair and Gardens in Monett has the flowers, plants, candles, jewelry, chocolates, and beauty essentials to help you express yourself perfectly. Whether you want to convey sympathy, love, encouragement, or simply want to let someone know you care, Kay's Floral has a wide variety of bouquets to choose from, or they can put something together special just for you. Call 235-3095 or visit us at 712 East Cleveland.
Home Shield Pest Control in Monett is a locally owned and operated termite and pest control provider. We are licensed, bonded, and insured in Missouri. We offer a wide array of services: pest control, termite control, one-time treatments, monthly pest control services, quarterly agreements, annual agreements, extermination, and fumigation. Home Shield Pest Control offers quality customer service, affordable prices, and a pest-free guarantee. Call 417-772-4177.
Let's face it, buying and selling a home is stressful. Your real estate agent has your back whether you're a buyer or a seller. Agents have a fiduciary responsibility to their clients. They are legally obligated to put their clients' best interests first. Make the right choice and hire Crown Double K Realty as your real estate agent. Crown Double K Realty has been working with buyers and sellers in Southwest Missouri since 1984. Put their years of experience to work for you. Call 417-235-5231 or stop by their office at 825 East Highway 60 in Monett.
Cup football brought to you by Cassville for 5-star care for your whole family. Trust Cassville in Monett, proud sponsor of the Monett Cubs. Lili Asian Buffet and Dining, 601 Bridle Lane behind Walmart, the home of Monett's best cashew chicken. K's for Fair and Gardens for weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and just because. Located at 7th and Cleveland. Home Shield Pest Control offering a pest-free guarantee, and Crown Double K Realty working with buyers and sellers since 1984. What a wild first half. Monett 28, Cassville 28. The two teams combined for 601 yards of offense in the first half. Monett finishing with 369 yards of total offense, Cassville 232 yards of total offense. Monett 24 rushing attempts for 104 yards. Washik was 15 of 28 passing for 265 yards, 3 touchdowns and the 1 interception. 13 first downs for Monett. They were penalized 5 times for 35 yards and punted 1 time for 30 yards. Cassville's 232 yards, 149 on the ground on 19 rushing attempts. Stearns was a perfect 3 for 3 passing. All 3 passes caught by Roark, a total of 83 yards and 1 touchdown. Cassville had 8 first downs. They lost 2 fumbles. They were penalized just 2 times for 15 yards, and they did not punt the football in the first half. Bryan, 4 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. Hughes, 8 carries for 38 yards. And it was Mace Bradison for the 1 rushing attempt for 37 yards and a touchdown for Monett. Antoine Smith, 8 carries for 34 yards, but he went out with appeared to be a pretty serious knee injury in the second quarter. Umfleet, 7 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Leading receivers, Nesserode caught 4 passes for 155 yards and 2 scores. Meeks, 3 catches for 48 yards and a score. Antoine Smith, 2 catches for 12 yards. Seitz had 3 catches for 35, and Umfleet had 3 receptions for 15 yards. At the half, Monett 28, Cassville 28. We'll have more halftime coverage in a minute.
What are you grilling tonight? Prime Cut in Monett has a large selection of ribeyes, fillets, T-bones, pork steaks, pork chops, ribs, and more. Prime Cut will slice smoked ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef for great sandwich options. Don't forget about the Prime Cut food truck for your local community event. Owner James Thomas also provides catering service for any size group or gathering. Call 235-5990 or stop in today at 101 East Cleveland.
Since our founding in 1964, K Concrete has always been committed to personal customer service and a high-quality product, and that tradition continues today. Family has always been at our core, and that's how we take care of our neighbors as part of our extended family. As a proud supplier of ready-mix concrete, K Concrete serves Southwest Missouri with dependable customer service and a family philosophy. From dairy farms to driveways, patching to parking lots, we specialize in reliable ready-mix, all delivered where and when you need it.
Our vision at Schreiber Foods, to do good through food. We recognize our responsibility to do good in the world and are driven to make a difference for our partners, our business, our customers, and our communities. At Schreiber Foods, we build lasting relationships based on collaboration, commitment, and trust. We're exceptional at the things that matter most: food safety and product quality, operational excellence, customer brand leadership, developing our people, and making Schreiber Foods an awesome place to work.
Great Dave's Coffee has moved to downtown Monett in the former Mocha Joe's location. Breakfast items and lunch items are available, including the ever-popular Mocha Joe's potato soup. Would you like a drink from the espresso bar, like cappuccino, latte, or iced latte? Or from the drink menu, like Italian soda, flavored lemonade, and tea? Bring your friends and enjoy the casual atmosphere at Great Dave's Coffee.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time.
At Buchanan Funeral Home in Monett, our family helping your family is the benchmark of our continued success. Our commitment to you is reflected in our mission statement, offering the very finest and final arrangements, always desiring to exceed the expectations of each family we serve. We pledge to remain locally owned and family operated, offering our services at a moderate cost in a spirit of trustworthiness, honesty, and friendship. Call Buchanan Funeral Home at 417-235-3188 or see us at 301 Euclid.
Monett Cub football on MHSCubs.com, sponsored in part by Prime Cut. Thank you to owner James Thomas, located Caddy Court from Dairy Queen. Great selection of meats, whether it's ribeyes, fillets, T-bones, ground chuck. Christmas and Thanksgiving coming up. They'll smoke hams, smoke turkeys. Of course, the Prime Cut food truck available for all of your catering needs. K Concrete, dependable customer service since 1964. The partners of Schreiber Foods Monett, their vision, doing good through food. Great Dave's Coffee. See their Facebook page for the daily lunch menu, whether it's the soup, sandwich, or salad special. Of course, it is the perfect place to start your morning off with a hot cup of coffee, and Italian iced soda, iced coffee, hot chocolate coming up very soon. Delicious food, including the world-famous Mocha Joe's potato soup there at Great Dave's Coffee, and Buchanan Funeral Home, our family helping your family at 301 Euclid. Dave, 601 yards of offense is all we had in the first half, and who knew at the end of the first quarter when it was 7-0 Cassville, they scored with 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. Holy cow, there was no defense in the second quarter by either team.
Either team, and in a close ball game, how much closer can it get, 28-28, and in a close ball game, one or two plays can make the difference, and I'm looking right now at the end of the first half right there. Touchdown negated, two big first downs after they able to overcome that penalty, and so those two or three plays could make the difference in the ball game as far as the Cubs are concerned. And we talked even in the pregame about how that penalties can, after a big play, pull the game back, and then you end up getting behind the chain, so to speak, or make it long yardage, and then you try to do something that maybe you didn't really want to do, and Cubs just kind of shot themselves in the foot there three times there in at the end of the first half.
Cassville won the coin toss, deferred their option in the second half, so Monett got the opening kickoff. They 11 plays, marched it down to the Cassville 14-yard line, but again, like what happened in the second half twice against Lamar, the Cubs could not punch it into the end zone. Cassville takes over on downs at their own 14-yard line. 5 plays into the Cassville first series, they fumble. Monett recovers it at the 41-yard line. The Cubs get as far as just the 47, and for the third time this year, they punted the football. Cassville gets it on their own 23, and this time, as we said, late in the first quarter, Mace Bredesen, a 37-yard touchdown run. Preston Driscoll, the extra point. 8 plays, 77 yards in 4 minutes, 3 seconds. Cassville took a 7-0 lead. Again, there were just 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Cubs scored quickly. As a matter of fact, it was just a 2-play, 80-yard scoring drive. It was Carson Nesrode catching a 74-yard touchdown pass from Dylan Washik. Miles Young caught the 2-point conversion pass, and the Cubs led 8-7. So after that score for Monett, the Cassville Wildcats could not recover the onside kick. Monett did recover the onside kick, and they took over at the 48, and the Cubs go 48 yards in 8 plays in 2 minutes, 1 second. Umfleet the 1-yard touchdown run. Umfleet the 2-point conversion run. It was 16-7 Monett. It was still 9:43 to go in the second quarter. What did Cassville do with an answer? Well, the Cubs again tried to recover an onside kick. They couldn't. Cassville took over at the 50-yard line, and on the first play, Mason Bryan, a 50-yard touchdown run right off left tackle. Driscoll added the extra point. Monett still led 16-14. So the Cubs then get the ball back, 9:29 to go. On the 6th play of that drive, the Cubs throw a pick six. Andon Goutney, 63-yard interception return for a touchdown. The PAT kick by Driscoll gave Cassville their first lead at 21-16. Still 7:22 to go in the second quarter. We all catch our breath here. The Cubs took over near midfield as Cassville tried an onside kick, but were not successful. The Cubs go 51 yards in 10 plays, and they score on a 27-yard touchdown pass to Alex Meeks. 2-point conversion pass was no good. Monett led 22-21. About a minute and 36 seconds after that, Colton Roark, a 31-yard touchdown pass. Driscoll added the extra point, 28-22 Cassville, still 4:09 to go before halftime. The Cubs scored in 3 plays, 80 yards. This time it was a 69-yard touchdown pass to Carson Nesrode. Two-point conversion pass no good. It was tied 28-28. Still 3:39 to go, and Cassville's drive stalled at the 50-yard line. They failed to pick up the first down. 67 seconds to go. The Cubs kept it for 6 plays before the quarter clock wound down, and after a quiet first quarter, it was anything but quiet in the second quarter. Don't forget that pick 6 by Goutney as well. That was one of the big plays that really lifted Cassville.
Cassville really was rejuvenated if they weren't rejuvenated already on that play. But, you know, it comes down to defense as far as I'm concerned, because, you know, you can give up big plays and all that as long as your offense continues to score and continues to score. But once the opposition starts stopping you offensively, then it's very, very tough. And the Cubs have missed some tackles, have given up some big plays, and have just not played defensively the way that a good team should play. And then conversely, the offense of the Cubs have been stymied a time or two, a couple of times by penalties, a couple of times by just missed throws or missed catches. But you got to be able to score if you're going to play porous defense.
Yep.
You know, and the Cubs have just allowed the Wildcats to come up with those big plays, and then a good defensive play also.
But again, Cassville's given up some big plays of their own. Nessero, the 74-yard touchdown grab. Meeks 27-yard touchdown pass, and then Nessero again, this time from 69 yards out for the score. Halftime, Monett 28, Cassville 28. We will be right back.
Windmill Ridge Golf Course is located at South Park in Monett, with the clubhouse located next to the Monett YMCA. This challenging 18-hole municipal facility is open year-round, weather permitting. The front 9 holes opened in 1940 as the original course, with tight, tree-lined fairways. The back 9 opened in 2002 and is a lake-style, more open design. There are 4 sets of tee boxes to accommodate many different skill levels. To reserve your tee time, call 235-6076 or go online at windmillridgegolf.com.
Whether it's starting a business, helping with social media, project management, or scheduling, Danae's Virtual Desk is a one-stop shop for anything you need help with. Why a virtual assistant? The best part is that you're paying for a business service rather than having to hire an employee, schedule and manage them, and do payroll. We focus on ways to free up your day, reduce your workload, relieve your stress, and simplify your life. Want to get started today? Go to Denae'sVirtualDesk.com or send an email, hello@Denae'sVirtualDesk.com.
Sam and Becky Green at Remax and Monett have the experience to get the job done in today's market. Regardless of market conditions, life moves on. People need to move, sell, and buy. Sam and Becky understand that market shifts open new doors of opportunity. And with a trusted and experienced Remax agent, these opportunities are yours to seize. The right time to move is when you're with the right agent. Call 417-235-2200 or stop by 855 Highway 60 in Monett.
At Buchanan Funeral.
In this day and age, it has become more and more important to find an auto mechanic who is trustworthy, honest, affordable, and will get the job done right the first time. That perfectly describes the professionals at Monett Mufflers and More at 310 Central. Bring in your car or truck for alignments, oil changes, brakes, heating and air conditioning, hoses, belts, tune-ups, diagnostics, and more. Family owned and operated by Mike and Christine Shanks. They invite you to become a valued customer today. Call 235-6503.
If the American dream of homeownership is your dream too, it can become a reality with realistic goals, sound advice, careful planning, and a clear understanding of the costs involved. First State Bank's experienced mortgage lenders are available every day to answer your questions and guide you through this process and keep you informed before and after you've completed the mortgage closing. Need help planning your new home purchase? Contact First State Bank with locations in Purdy, Monett, Pierce City, and Cassville. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you need tree removal, stump grinding, topping and trimming, pruning, lot clearing, storm damage, or bucket truck services, contact Joe's Tree Service. They offer residential and commercial service. This family-owned and operated company is fully licensed and insured for your protection. They provide free estimates and friendly service. Let Joe help with all your outside needs. Contact Joe's Tree Service at 417-499-9284.
Monett Cub football on MHSCubs.com, brought to you this evening by Danae's Virtual Desk, streamlined strategy, Thrive branding, creative websites, and much more at Danae's Virtual Desk. RE/MAX Properties, download the RE/MAX app. They're located at 855 Highway 60. Monett Mufflers and more, honest, trustworthy. They'll get the job done right the first time. First State Bank, your bank for life. Ask for Casasa Checking. And Joe's Tree Service, residential and commercial service, 417-499-9284. Among the many things you will love is how well they clean up after their job is complete. 28-28 time, Monett and Cassville. Cubs will be in Mount Vernon next Friday night to take on the Mountaineers. Right now, Nevada taking on Mount Vernon, and Nevada leading at halftime over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers, 18-6. Don't have a whole lot of other Big 8 scores to report on. Seneca playing East Newton tonight. We mentioned Aurora taking on Lamar tonight. Don't have an update on that one. Tomorrow, McDonald County is at Kansas City Central. No score from Bolivar Carl Junction, so we can't update any of that district scores. West Plains does lead Marshfield 32-10, so West Plains trying to hang on to that number 1 seed in Class 4 District 6. Middle leads Pierce City at the half, 20-14, and Monett Marching Band performing a halftime routine. Senior night for the band members as well. Senior night for cheerleaders, senior for football players. There's lots of stuff going on at Pearl Fowler Stadium, Kenley Richardson Field on a beautiful Friday night.
Yeah, and this big crowd, I'd love to reward them with a big victory by the Cubs. Of course, you and I don't have anything to do with it. We're just telling what's happening. But, you know, it is a great crowd. And a lot of times, senior nights, whenever people do end up able to be here for like grandma and uncle or whatever, travel and see the final game at their home turf. But hopefully the Cubs can come out and perform a little bit better defensively as we're the score is tied at 28 here at halftime.
And again, the two teams combined for 601 yards of offense. The Cubs 369 yards, 265 through the air, 104 on the ground. Cassville 232 yards, 149 on the ground, 83 through the air. Had a chance to talk about this not tonight but earlier, and your recognition Wednesday at the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that whole day. I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful event.
Well, I thought it was a wonderful event since I was involved. And another reason I think it's a wonderful event is because it was over. I mean, I was feeling some pressure there as far as once it gets there, you think, well, no big deal. And, you know, but as it gets there a little bit closer and you realize the magnitude of 800 people there, not only for me, but for all the other inductees too. And it was a great day for me and really enjoyed it, and I appreciate everyone that came and of course everyone that sponsored my table also, and I will get with them later on personally. But it was a fun time and means a lot to me, and you know, it's kind of a humbling experience as far as that's concerned.
But well deserved after 43 years of broadcasting.
Well, it was you know, one of those things that just evolved into, well, okay, let's do this. And like I say, it ended up being fun for me and able to do that, and that I've been able to work with some great professional broadcasters because I'm far from a professional. I just do it because it's fun, and I can do it for Monett, and I love to recognize kids that are out there performing, whether it whatever sport or event that we're covering. So it's a neat day, and I've enjoyed it, and the afterglow was even better.
And now the next one you go to, the pressure's off. You don't have to speak at the next one, Dave, unless you do a video for someone.
Yeah, the next one, I can rehearse the video where, you know, you can't rehearse a speech, but it was a fun time, and I hope I got everyone thanked that I should have gotten it thanked, because it takes a whole lot to be able to have a career in anything for 43 years.
Isn't it fun to try to recap 43 years in 3 minutes? Isn't that fun?
Well, you know, and you think, well, I need to include one or two stories, but I only had time for one, but that was an important one, and that was my good friend Marty Prather. Yep. I hate to see the passing of him, and like I told the audience up there at the Hall of Fame that I miss him, and everybody probably in that room.
Yeah.
If you don't miss him yet, you're going to miss him, because he was such a giving guy. He was one of those special people that you meet, and always able to, what can I do for you, you know, and he had the means to do it, and a lot of times people that have the means to do it don't give back, but Marty definitely did.
Rob Marsh, who is now the president of the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame, made a comment to you. He said, "Man, the best part was finding about you and the Grand Torino." He didn't know that story.
Well, I didn't know that was going to be part of my introductory video, but that was fun, and made it more fun because Deidre, my daughter, of course, she hates to hear it because she's only heard it 999,001 times now after the other day. But I had to look at her, and she's just shaking her head out there in the audience thinking that I put that up there, but I had nothing to do with that being out there. But, yeah, that's another unique story all in itself.
Dave, there was a great picture of you and the 4 most recent superintendents of the Monett R1 schools. Not many people can get 4 superintendents together in one place, but you did. How about that? Brad Hansen, Dr. Charles Cudney, Dr. John Jungman, and Dr. Mark Drake.
Yeah, that was unique in itself. Like you say, getting them all there together and getting to come and support me, that really meant a lot to me. And one of those situations that, I was only on the board for 13 years, but during that time frame, they served under the board that I was on. Yeah. But all of them very special and very special to the Monett district. And Dr. Drake is just continuing that tradition there, and he's doing a really good job. But it was fun for me, and I'm sure it was fun for them to reminisce and talk about the good times that they had while they were either being the superintendent or as they were the superintendent.
Chad DePay was there, former Monett football coach. Caught up with him a little bit. Who else was there? Jim Henry, I know, came. And
Kurt Thompson, who I've developed a good friendship with, of course, was over there in the Webb City dynasty, and of course then he coached a couple of times at Kickapoo and at Republic. He was there, and
Chuck Ramsey.
Chuck Ramsey was there. A lot of people came up to me afterwards, and a few people talked about how that they were glad that I mentioned Marty, and he was special to them. And like I say, that's I wished I could have done more for that guy now looking back, but that's always the case. But it was a fun time. I wouldn't really want to live it again, simply because I put so much pressure on myself to make sure that I didn't break down up there and boo-hoo the entire time. My daughters were taking side bets on how long it'd take me to break down, but I won. I didn't really break down.
Who had 5 seconds in the bowl?
Yeah, but it's a pretty humbling experience, but it's something I'm going to look back to and say that I really appreciate the attendance, and I do still feel like I was probably the weakest link up there as far as the people that get recognized, but. And again, I'll use the same line. I'm not going to not accept the invitation, even though I might have been the weakest link on the stage. But it was a fun time, and everybody enjoyed themselves, and the other inductees, they really did a good job. And so I'm just glad that I was I was able to be included in that class.
Nice article from Jared Langford in the Monett Monthly, and again, he asked me what's been the key to your longevity, all this, and I said the same thing that I've said about my wife. I said Angie has been supportive, Donna has been supportive, and very blessed for you to have 50 years of marriage, but I can't think of you without thinking of Donna, and I can't think of Donna without thinking of you. You guys are a team.
Yes, that's exactly true, and I've got to, since we're talking about it, I got to talk about my family that was there for support too.
Sure.
My brothers were there, and sisters-in-law, brothers-in-laws, and nieces and nephews, and I'm not what I am today without my siblings out there from the time from the womb on, and of course I didn't mention my parents because I knew I would break down if I did, but I've been fortunate to have been blessed by being born into a tremendous family, and they were able to teach me right from wrong and a good work ethic, and brothers and sisters were right there to support me all the way through.
And if you need a good movie to go see Soul on Fire, the true story of John O'Leary, who was a 9-year-old in St. Louis that had a house fire that he started. He was playing with matches and 100% burns all over his body. The doctors gave him less than a 1% chance to live. Well, thankfully he did. Part of his recovery was when he was in the St. Louis hospital. Some play-by-play announcer by the name of Jack Buck heard about this story when he was at a dinner and went to the hospital to visit with John O'Leary. And he told John, he said, "You're going to live. You are going to live." And I mean, it is a truly inspirational movie. Jack Buck had a large part of that, so did John O'Leary's family. And again, if you need a good feel-good movie, go see Soul on Fire. It's highly recommended.
Jack Buck, another one of those people that were a tremendous giver, and he was making that prediction, but he was also doing it as an inspiration to that young man too. And there's all kinds of feel-good stories out there, and if you ever have a chance to make someone feel better, do it. You might think you're going to make them feel good, but whenever you come away from it, you're the one that ends up feeling good because they made you right back feel well.
Very happy for you. Thank you for 40-plus years. I hope Baker doesn't steal you too much here in the next couple of years. Can we do this a few more years anyway?
Well, it depends on if we're going to do any of his games at 2. Okay, or 2.5 maybe.
They start him young in Tulsa, huh? The Pee-wee football league.
Yeah, if it's up to me. But yeah. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me and allowing me. You haven't taken away the mic yet, and so I guess I'll just wait till that time comes.
Here we go. Cubs a short kick, and Cassville will field it at the 40-yard line, and about a 7-yard return on the return by Chase Ruark. So not a true squib kick that time, by an onside kick by Monett, but just a short kick, and Cassville's going to take over near midfield.
And Deshaun Collins in on the stop there along with Aiden Rivera.
Okay.
So Wildcats receive the second half kickoff. We're underway. It's 28-28. First play from scrimmage for the Cassville Wildcats. All kinds of people going to the far side of the field over there.
And again, do not expect to see Antoine Smith at all in the second half. We talked about his what appeared to be a knee injury in the first half. Cassville from the 46, straight handoff. This is going to be a good gain on first down. The new running back, that is Camden Beebe, and Beebe all the way down near the 30-yard line.
Typical example of the Cubs defense there is looks like more concerned about trying to punch the ball out rather than tackle the ball carrier. Your number one priority is take the ball carrier down instead of worrying about trying to punch the ball away. And the Wildcats pick up big yardage out there and pick up first down all the way to the Cub 31-yard line, 32-yard line.
A gain of 22 for Beebe on his third rushing attempt of the night. They'll split Roark out wide right along with Bredesen. They'll go split backfield. Straight handoff. And it's going to be Beebe, and Tolles will bring him down for a loss of 1, maybe, or just no gain. They'll say forward progress to the 32 at 2nd and 10.
Good job by Tolles coming across the line of scrimmage and wrapping up and stopping the ball carrier for no gain.
Right. So Beebe, no gain here, 2nd and 10. Checking out of the lineup is Bredesen. They'll bring a new receiver in. That will be Jaden Cassaberry. He splits out to the left along with the very athletic Colton Roark, who caught 3 passes, including a touchdown grab in the first half. They're going to throw it that way to Roark, makes the catch. 2 Cubs will bring him down at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Good job by the Cubs coming over there and stopping Roark for a short gain on the far side of the field over there.
They're going to mark him down at the 30. It's a pickup of 2. 3rd down and long for Cassville, 3rd and 8. 2-down territory here.
Exactly.
28-28 tie, 10-17 left, 3rd quarter. Cassville moving from left to right, Cubs from right to left. The Cubs will have the wind at their back here in the 3rd quarter. It's a south breeze at about 8 miles per hour at the current time. 70 degrees on a warm night here in October. Flags come out before the snap of the football. On the handoff to Hughes, but somebody moved. It's Cassville. Called for the false start.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty for the Wildcats. So let's call it 3rd and 13.
Okay.
35-yard line of the Cubs or the Wildcats. We're just underway here in the second half, and it's 28-28.
Have not seen Zach Myers, who is a two-way player for Cassville. He is out with an injury, 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore. In his place at tight end, it's Travis Moore, 6'1", 215, and a senior. On 3rd and 13, the give to Beebe. Will not be able to get away from Aiden Rivera. Again, the Cubs literally make an effort to try to strip the football away, but it's going to be a gain of just a yard to the 33 to bring up 4th down.
Rivera credited with the initial hit, and just about a 2-yard gain is all that time, and So good job by Rivera, the Cubs defensive unit, and it's 4th down here.
Cassville will go for it here on 4th and 11 at the Cub 33-yard line. Need to get to about the 22 to move the sticks. Keep your eye on Roark. We'll see where he lines up. He's going to go split to the left, which is the short side of the field. Going wide to the right, it's Jaden Castleberry. Easton Hughes, one of the 2 running backs, along with Mason Bryan. Actually, Beebe stays in on an offset eye. They'll put the tight end in motion here on 4th and 11. Straight drop. Stearns going to throw deep downfield. It is caught by Roark for the touchdown. And we just said you better watch Roark.
And there again, you throw it in the vicinity of Roark, and he will just go get the football, and that's exactly what happened. As Stearns just drops back, throws it up in the air, and lets Roark run under it, and the Cassville Wildcats take the lead again.
That is an amazing play when everybody at the football field pretty well knew who they were throwing to. Cassville by 6. They'll try to stay perfect in extra point kicks. Preston Driscoll, right-footed soccer-style kicker. Good snap, good place. The PAT kick is blocked. In high school, that is not a returnable as it is in college for a possible 2 points. So the Cubs block the extra point.
Tucker Anderson in there and immediately able to block that kick, so that could be an important point there that the Wildcats missed.
8:46 to go in the third. Cassville 34, Monett 28. Back in a minute.
Take the guesswork out when you're looking to replace your HVAC system or looking to install your heating, ventilating, and air conditioning system for new residential or commercial construction. Hire the professionals at Shane's Heating and Air, family owned and operated since 1946. They specialize in geothermal and conventional HVAC systems. They feature Trane products for conventional systems and Bosch for ground source systems. Call Shane's Heating and Air, 417-235-6183. In business for over 75 years.
5-play, 54-yard scoring drive for Cassville. Took 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Let's see what Cassville does here on the kick. They will kick it deep. Courtois at the 10-yard line. He is to the 15, out to the 20, breaks a tackle, and it is now dropped at about the 22-yard line. So Brady Courtois, about a 12-yard return for Monett.
So the Cubs will take over there for the first time here in this second half, now trailing 34-28. And we'll see if the Cubs make any adjustments here as far as the blocking assignments or the routes that the receivers take. Going to mark the ball right at the 21, I guess, yes.
So Cassville scores on a 4th and 11 on that 33-yard touchdown pass. From the 21, Dylan Washik in the first half. 15 of 28 for 265 yards and 3 scores. He's going to throw deep to the near sideline. The pass is incomplete. Sides kind of ran a late slant pattern. If he'd have stayed running parallel to the Monett bench, he would have had a chance to make that play. So again, either the receiver ran the wrong route or Washington just threw the wrong direction. It's 2nd and 10.
Dylan threw the ball out there immediately, anticipating receiver being there, but no one there, and it falls incomplete.
Second and 10, Monett throwing 21. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll give it on the handoff. Brady Courtois, brought down at about the 26-yard line by Kellen Welding.
Good job by Courtois that time, kind of cutting back instead of trying to continue to go right up the middle, and picked up some additional yardage. It's going to be 3rd and 3 or
27. We'll call it a gain of 6 for Courtois. Washington's going to throw deep near sideline. Sights is open, makes it over the shoulder catch at the 30, to the 15, 10, 5, into the end zone for a touchdown, and a horse collar at the end of it. It's a 73-yard touchdown.
And both teams just throwing the timing pattern there. Cassville successful on a 30-yard pass, this time a 68-yard reception by Sights, 73-yard reception, and Sights able to get into the end zone, and the Cubs take the lead and going for 2.
What was the 6-yard play from the 21 to the 27?
Courtois.
Pass or run?
Run.
Thank you.
So the Cubs coming right back and scoring immediately like the Wildcats, and the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff against the Wildcats.
So the chunk plays continue. 4th touchdown pass for Washik.
This time the swinging gate. No, they're going up and getting an conventional setup. Are the Cubs trying to go for 2 here?
Football in the middle of the field on the 3-yard line, lining up for the 2-point conversion. Courtois, the tailback. Play clock still at 19. Cubs have plenty of time to design this 2-point conversion to try to break the 34-34 tie. 2-by-2 look. Seitz and Umfleet to the left. They look to the left to Seitz, and the pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion, no good.
So it's 34-34. Halftime it was 28-28. Now it's 34-34.
Back in a minute.
Wintech, with multiple facilities in Missouri, Arkansas, and Colorado, is an employee-owned company specializing in the building materials industry. Wintech's product lines range from vinyl and aluminum window systems to HVAC and data center doors and panels. If becoming a part of an employee-owned company is for you, feel free to stop by Wintech's Monett office at 201 Industrial Drive or go to wintechinc.com and click on the Careers tab. Wintech is an equal opportunity employer.
Another quick scoring drive for the Cubs. 3 plays, 79 yards in 40 seconds. Seitz 73-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion pass, no good. And then that horse collar penalty on Cassville will mean Cubs will kick off from the 45. And you know they'll try an onside kick here. You know they will.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the Cubs is getting set up here. And
Hinojosa will boot it deep. And it will barely bounce into the end zone on that live ball. I'm surprised.
Yes, me too. I would have thought that maybe if we did kick it long, the Cubs would have kicked it short to the 10-yard line or so, because all the Wildcats were up here close, anticipating an onside, but does go into the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Wildcats, and the Wildcats have shown, Cubs, you got the explosive offense, so do we, and looks like to me it's going to be whoever's got the ball last here.
Cubs average 50 points a game, Cassville averaging 29 points a game. This 34-point output by Cassville, 42 has been their season high. That was against Harrisonville, and they beat Harrisonville 42-14 down in Cassville on September 26th. Running up to the line of scrimmage from the 20, they toss. That goes to Mason Bryan, who is stood up after a gain of about 4 yards.
Henry Reed initially makes the stop against the Wildcats. Going to give him 4 on the play.
They will. 2nd and 6 from the 24. Madison Hartley, the left tackle, the junior, 6'4", 235.
2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
And again, I think if I was Cassville, I'd run row arc right or row arc left and let him just dominate on there. But he's split out wide to the wide side of the field.
Gunnar Knight's the left guard. I will mention all conference last year. As the quarterback falls down, he's able to get the handoff to Easton Hughes, who gets a couple of yards out to the 26-yard line.
So a 3rd down here. If the Cub defensive unit can come up with a stop here, force the Wildcats into a punting situation, but Cubs have not been that successful on 3rd or 4th down.
See Logan Cole at a defensive end. Henry Reed comes up alongside him. Perry Hazelton now in as a defensive tackle next to Camden Tolles. Chris Calhoun at the other defensive end. On 3rd and short, pass to the left side. That is caught by Roark for a 1st down at the 33-yard line.
As the officials, marking as if Roark had to go to the turf to make the reception and pick up the 1st down for the Wildcats.
Stearns is 6 for 6. Guess who's caught all 6 passes?
Yeah.
Roark. 6 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. They move the chains here out to the 33, 34-34 tie. Clock running, 6:18 remaining 3rd quarter. Jaron Stearns give off the left side, and that's not going to go for too much.
So far, it looked like that run up the middle has kind of been negated for the Cubs. Much unlike the first half, but still the passing game as the Wildcats have been able to be successful here on big plays.
They gave Bryan 3 yards on the carry, just across the 35. We'll call it the 36-yard line, 2nd and 7. Football on the far left hash, wide side of the field to the right. 5:46 to go, third quarter, deadlocked at 34. And the south breeze has died down a little bit. Cassville going into that south wind here in the third quarter. They'll have the wind at their back in the fourth. Tight end Travis Moore goes in motion. They toss it on the left side. This is Colton Roark, who lined up as a running back, and he's got a first down all the way out near midfield at about the 49-yard line.
And another flag coming in late there, which,
where is that flag?
Right at the 50 on the M.
Pick up a 14 for Roark.
Come in late on the play. Could be either a hold or a face mask or a horse collar of some.
It is a face mask. Personal foul against Monett. Goodness. 14-yard run for Roark.
Good tough running by Roark that time as he lined up in the backfield and picked up about 15 on his own, and now they're going to pick up another 15.
Sixth penalty against Monett, totaling 58. I think they just marked that off as a 5-yard penalty.
Oh, they did.
But he signaled personal foul.
Yes.
Yeah, they got to mark that off.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get it right.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And you said nobody listens to our broadcast.
I know. They marked it a yard short, by the way. It should be on the 35, just saying.
So first and 10 for the Wildcats. 15-yard run and 15-yard penalty on top of that.
34-34 tie, 5:21 to go, third quarter. Moore, the tight end, shifts from right to left. Flag on the play. Dead ball, false start, Cassville. It'll be first and 15.
And again, Roark was in the backfield that formation. So it's going to be first and 15 now.
He will remain in the backfield at the right halfback position. Left halfback is Mason Bryan.
First and 15.
Single wide receiver to the left is Bredesen. First and 15. And lots of movement that time. Did Cassville jump? Did Monett jump? Looks like false start again against the Wildcats.
False start. Offense.
So another 5-yard penalty against the Wildcats. So it's first and 20 now. This time at the Cub 46-yard line. 34-34 is our scores. We're about halfway through the third quarter.
We're in Mount Vernon next Friday to wrap up the regular season. 2 weeks from tonight, district quarterfinals.
At the Monett 46-yard line.
Cassville will say with the same set. Now they go a wishbone look. Moore, the tight end, shifts to the left. Fake the toss. Quarterback keeps it, and Tucker Anderson says, hello, Darren Stearns. Sacks him at the 49-yard line.
They faked it to Roark going to the short side of the field, and quarterback Stearns was going to keep the ball, which he did, but Tucker Anderson kept the quarterback Stearns from going anywhere. In fact, another loss.
Loss of 5 back to the 49. Well played by Tucker Anderson. 49 tackles for the senior this year.
So second and long for the Wildcats. Now in their own territory, their own 49.
They've got to get to the 36, 14, about 15. 26?
Yes.
Oh, I see now, yep. Stearns, good protection. Deep, far sideline. Man is open. It's intercepted by Monett at the 25-yard line.
With the flag down, and I'm afraid Cubs did intercept.
That's August Black,
but I'm not sure.
Might be defensive pass interference.
I think it might be defensive pass interference. Didn't need to be, but I think that's going to be the call.
Dave, you had a better look at that than I did. There's the pass interference call.
So no pass interception. Another big play by the Cubs, negated by penalty. And is that an automatic first? I don't think it is.
Second and 25.
I think it'll be second and 10 now.
Okay. Spotted at the 36.
Had the ball intercepted, did the Cubs, but guilty of pass interference downfield.
3 penalties against Cassville this drive. That's the first penalty against Monett. So rather than second and 25, it's second and 10. Cassville, the Cub 36.
And another big play by the Cubs, negated by penalty.
Stearns up to the line of scrimmage, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, wants to throw. Pass is caught by Mason Bryan to the 20. Tripped up inside the 17-yard line by Osway Elias. It's a pickup of 19.
Wildcats put about 5 out in the pattern that time. threw the ball short since Roark this time was covered and pick up more than enough yardage for the first down.
Well, in essence, in 2 plays, they converted on 2nd and 25. Now the 1st and 10 at the Monett 17-yard line. The drive stays alive. It started back at the 20, and they have taken about 4.5 minutes off the clock. 34-34 tie. Cassville inside the red zone at the Cubs 17. Stearns will run under center. The give to Mason Bryan. Tripped up at about the 13-yard line. Again, the tackle by Josue Elias.
Going to give him about 4 on the play.
They'll put it on the 13, yes.
Yes.
Mason Bryan for 4. 7 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown for Bryan.
That little inside counter play by the Wildcats. Elias there making the stop, but not before a 4-yard gain by the Wildcats.
Kudos of that Cassville offensive line. Harley Madison, Gunnar Knight, Isaac Looney, Ethan Sizemore, Chase Magula. 2nd down, rolling to the left, Stearns. Still rolling to his left, still rolling to his left. Fires a pass into the end zone toward Roark, and it is a touchdown. And a flag again comes out late.
And at that time, Stearns just put the ball out there, and it could have been anybody's ball, but Roark literally just went up and got the ball. Very aggressive pass receiver. I don't know what the penalty would be. It was thrown.
Monett's just hoping it's not a dead ball penalty if it's on Cassville. If it is a dead ball. The touchdown will count. Ineligible downfield Cassville. Wow.
Well, the Stearns rolled to his left and it had the ball for quite some time. And as a lineman, sometimes you anticipate the run versus the pass, and you can get downfield. And the official determined that the Wildcats lineman was downfield, so negated a great catch by Roark.
Just a 5-yard penalty.
The play comes still 2nd down.
2nd and 11. 2 receivers to the right, split backfield. Give, I believe that is Bryan, to about the 13-yard line. It is Bryan on the carry. Tucker Anderson on the stop.
Got a Cub down out there, I think, yes. A little bit slow in getting up. I think it's Tolles. Looked like he got his foot stepped on.
There's an injury timeout. We'll take a break. 2:31 to go in the 3rd. Tied at 34. Back in a minute.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Andy Brandt about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
The Monett Athletic Booster Club operates to support Monett High School and Monett Middle School athletic teams by providing monetary support, volunteer support, and promoting team spirit. Their efforts reach out to all Monett High School and Monett Middle School athletic activities in an unbiased way. Your help, whether financial or by volunteering your time, is greatly appreciated. To become an active member in the Monett Athletic Booster Club, visit their Facebook page.
Cubs are already without the services of Antoine Smith, who was injured in the 2nd quarter, now being helped off. It is Camden Tolles for Cassville. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the Cub 14-yard line. 2:23 left 3rd quarter. We are tied at 34. Stearns goes under center, wants to throw. Slant pattern, caught by Roark, tackled at the 2-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 2 for the Wildcats, and they go to their money player. He lined up to the short side of the field as far as he could, almost to the sideline, just a slant pattern across the middle, and Stearns throws the ball there, and Roark's going to catch it.
Stearns is 8 for 8 for 156 yards through the air.
And how many does Roark have?
7 of the 8 for 137 and 2 scores. 1st and goal from the 2. They split the backfield. The keeper by the quarterback, or did he give it up? Oh, he gave it up to Bryan, I believe, and that's a touchdown for Cassville. It is Roark, the ball carrier. No, it's not Roark, it's 10.
10.
Unless there was a fumble. I don't think there was a fumble.
No. It's a touchdown,
So Hughes.
Cassville. Touchdown, Cassville.
Hughes from 2 yards out, his first rushing touchdown of the night, and Cassville goes up 40-34. 11-play, 80-yard scoring drive.
Preston Driscoll.
And that took 6 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock.
Andy Gaffney with the ball.
So we're up by 6, trying to go up by 7. Out of the hold of Andon Goutney. Preston Driscoll. Extra point is up, and it is good. 1:41 to go in the third. Cassville 41, Monett 34 on MHSCubs.com.
Founded in 2002, 3D Corporate Solutions at 601 North 13th Street in Monett is one of the nation's leading providers of pet food ingredients. At the core of our business is a value-added, all-encompassing package not available anywhere else in the industry. Our partners choose us time and again because we resourcefully offer them a comprehensive array of products and services. Our team's professional experience allows 3D Corporate Solutions to create, produce, and manage all aspects of pet food ingredients for each unique partner's specific needs.
Dave, you ever feel like you're watching a Madden video game? That's what this game reminds me of tonight. This is unbelievable. 75 points, and there's still 1:41 to go in the third. Cassville at 41-34.
Yeah, I'll score. Let's see if you can score. Yeah, they scored. Let's see if we can score back. And that's exactly like a tennis match almost.
Wow. Again, line drive kick. Brady Courtois at about the 17-yard line. Out across the 20, 30. Trying to bounce outside. And flag on the play. He's going to be tackled at the 30.
Another flag comes in, as you said, right about the 30-yard line. So not even going to guess what this could be. Holding against the Cubs. So a decent return out to the 30 is going to be brought back to the 15, or to the 20, excuse me. So Cubs first and 10
so what was that
from their
penalty?
own 20.
What was the penalty?
A hold against the Cubs.
Thanks.
That's number how many?
8 for 75. From the 20, first down. Washik with a handoff. Umfleet, 25 out to the 28.
Colin doing a good job of picking a hole there and able to get out there to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 2 for the Cubs.
Umfleet 8 carries, 52 yards. 2nd and 2, Monett from their own 28. 2-by-2 look. Umfleet the running back. Washik wants to throw. Looking for Sights. Intercepted. The ball is overthrown. It's picked off by Roark. He's going to run down the near sideline, and it's a second pick six for the Wildcats. Roark, 40-yard interception return for a touchdown.
That ball just simply got away from Dillon, and he overthrew Sights. His Sights was open over there, but he overthrows Braden, and Roark was right there and just runs down the sideline and makes it a 2-score advantage now for the Wildcats.
Sights was the intended receiver, and the ball was overthrown.
Down to 1 minute to go in the third quarter.
This will be the largest lead for Cassville now, up 13, trying to go up 14. Preston Driscoll on for the extra point. Kick is up, and this kick is good. 1 minute to go in the third. Cassville 48, Monett 34. Back after this.
At Tyson Foods, we embrace the diversity of our team members, customers, stakeholders, and consumers, their unique backgrounds, experiences, thoughts, and talents. Everyone is valued and appreciated for their distinct contributions. Our team members' health and wellness is very important to us. We believe in helping our team members thrive inside and outside of the workplace. Check out TysonFoodsCareers.com. Tyson Foods Monett is an equal opportunity employer.
Colton Roark has just burned the Cubs tonight, this time with a pick six. He scored on a 31-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter, 33-yard touchdown pass in the third, and now a 40-yard interception return for a touchdown. Cassville up 47-34, 1 minute to go in third. This is an onside kick by Cassville, and the Cubs will fall on it at the 43-yard line.
And the Wildcats feeling like they had the momentum, which they absolutely do. So decided to try an onside kick and surprise the Cubs, but the Cubs doing a good job of recovering the onside kick, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cubs at the 43-yard line. Plus, the Wildcats are feeling pretty good defensively because they've been able to stop the Cubs here in the second half.
This will just be the 6th time Monett has snapped the football in this quarter. First was a three-play touchdown, 73 yards, and then the second play was an interception, and then the first play here, Umfleet around the left end, slung down by Tristan Thompson after a gain out to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 2.
Colin was hitting in the backfield. Fortunate didn't lose any yardage there, and Colin picks up 2 yards. Here's Colin again.
Around the right end this time, breaks a tackle, gets to the right end at the 50, dives for the first down marker near the 48.
Going to be awfully close there. I'm far from making predictions in this game.
We're going to say yes. It is a first down.
Umfleet goes to the wide side of the field, and running play picks up needed yardage.
2 carries, 10 yards. Cubs with their 15th first down. From Cassville territory, Washik gets the snap. Pocket collapses, rolls to the right, and he is going to be chased out of bounds near the 44-yard line.
So Washik continues to look downfield, not see anything open, and he does pick up some yardage and gets the ball out of bounds.
He got 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7, Monett. 8 seconds to go, third quarter. Clock did stop, and he ran out of bounds. On 2nd and 7. Straight handoff, Umfleet breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, can't break the second tackle. He'll pick up a couple of yards to the 42-yard line on the final play of the third quarter. After 3, Cassville 48, Monett 34 on MHSCubs.com.
Founded in 1961, Bass Equipment provides the world's most complete line of rabbit and small animal equipment. For over 60 years, Bass Equipment continues to be the most experienced and knowledgeable manufacturer in the industry. Visit their website, bassequipment.com, or call 235-7557. Bass Equipment proudly manufactures their products at 607 17th Street in Monett.
Family owned and operated since 1971, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply features 3 locations, including Springfield, Carthage, and South Highway 37 in Monett. They carry a complete line of farm and home supplies, including clothing, electrical, plumbing, lawn and garden, outdoor power equipment, tools, truck accessories, pet supplies, cattle handling equipment, farm fencing, toys, and much more. Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Cassville outscores Monett in the third quarter, 20-6, and the third quarter has been Monett's worst scoring quarter of the season. They've scored just a total of 36 points, have given up 41 coming into this game tonight. Again, to put that in perspective, the Cubs coming in tonight had scored 116 points in the first quarter, 120 points in the second, 76 in the fourth. Third and about 5 for Monett. Washik wants to throw, pocket collapses, and he is sacked by Sky Yang.
That time Dillon just took too much time to look downfield and try to find a receiver downfield, and
Monett will be forced to go for it. Now it's 4th and 10. Down by 14, 11:40 to go, fourth quarter. Need to get to the Cassville 37-yard line of scrimmage, the Wildcat 47. 2-by-2 look. Now an empty backfield as Umfleet shifts to the right. Here comes the pressure. Bubble screen caught by Umfleet, who will have a Monett first down at the 35-yard line. Good play call, good execution, good run by Umfleet after he made the catch.
Colin Umfleet not to be denied that time, and he caught the pass and then just took off and went right straight up the middle, getting the needed yardage for the first down.
On first down,
Cubs trying to go to the bubble screen to Alex Meeks this time, and the Wildcats right there and drop him for a loss.
Loss of 1 back to the 36.
I'd love to see that look that way, but then throw back the other way, but didn't happen that time.
2nd and 11, Monett, and a flag comes out.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Wildcats offsides.
That's Cassville's 9th penalty, totaling 70 yards. Cubs have 8 penalties, totaling 75 yards. They'll move the football to the 31, and it's 2nd and 5. I think it's 2nd and 6. 2-by-2 look. Washik, screen pass, caught by Miles Young. And Young dropped at the 28-yard line, picks up just 3.
Miles out in the flat over here as he lined up in the slot position and just dropped back and received a pass. And Wildcats again, good pursuit coming up and dropping him for a short gain.
Mason Bryan on the tackle. 3rd and short. Give to Umfleet. Got to get to the 25-yard line and did not get there. He needed 3. He picks up just 1. It'll be 4th and 2.
So Umfleet lined up in the tailback position and got the football, and the Wildcats right there to meet him at the line of scrimmage.
4th and 2, Monett from inside the 28. 2 by 2, let Cubs have to get a first down here. They're down 48-34, 10 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Sight split out to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Washik looks on the slant pattern. It's caught by Meeks. He will have a first down, chased out of bounds near the 21-yard line.
So the Cubs execute on the pass on 4th and 3 and able to pick up enough yardage to get down to the 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
Meeks for 6. At the 26, Umfleet running between the hash marks at the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
That was on first down, so good yardage that picked up by the Cubs. Colin Umfleet, 2nd and let's call it 2.
Okay, after the gain of 8. 13th play of the drive for Monett. It started at the 43. Cubs trail by 14, 9:20 to play. Washik dumps the pass short, caught by Miles Young, breaks 1 tackle, and then is driven down to the turf by Colton Roark at the 7-yard line. It's still a pickup of 6.
Enough for the first down, so it's 1st and goal from the for the Cubs.
To give to Umfleet, trying to string the play out to the left, and he is dropped for a loss of a yard back to the 8.
Cubs trying to utilize Collins' speed to get to the wide side of the field and unable to do that. And
Monett coaches are not happy with something. Ben Mock is way out on the field. Timeout taken by Monett. It should be 2nd and goal from the 7 when we come out of the timeout. 8:57 to play. Cassville up 48-34. Back after this.
Find your freedom. Leave the banking to us. When you bank with Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, we want you to spend more time doing what you love and less time worrying about your day-to-day banking. From our free mobile banking app to local helpful personal banking representatives, Freedom Bank strives to exceed your expectations of a hassle-free local banking experience. Banking on freedom for generations to come. Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cubs calling the timeout. Ben Mock still talking with one of the officials. 8:57 to play in the game. Cassville 48, Monett 34. Cubs driving, have the football. Should be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Cubs desperately need to get this ball into the end zone here. We'll see what Coach Mock has planned on 2nd and 7 from the 7.
Wind is shifting a little bit now to the southeast instead of the true south. 2nd and goal from the 7. Single wide receiver to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Umfleet the tailback. Washik wants to throw. Look out from behind. Gets away and now is sacked at the 9.
Wildcats defensive backfield doing a really good job of covering the would-be receivers of the Cubs, and Dillon not having anywhere to go. And by the time he decided to take off, the pocket had collapsed, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 9. Again, 3 receivers to the right. Washik throws to the end zone, looking for Sights. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Might be interference on Cassville.
So the Cubs trying to get into the end zone with a fade pattern into the end zone, but flag is down. Still no indication yet.
Alex Oliveras, the referee. It was 3rd and goal from the 9. Cassville walking backward. It will be pass interference. Half the distance to the goal. Puts the ball on about the 5.
So it's still 3rd down.
Washik, straight handoff, Umfleet. Tackle at the 5 for no gain. It'll be 4th down, but stop made by Sky Yang.
And the Wildcats anticipating Umfleet getting it. And certainly Colin did get the ball at the just no gain at all, and it's 4th down now, 4th and 5 from the 5.
8:06 to play in the game. Monett down 14. Cubs have to score here. Washik with still 17 seconds on the play clock, looks back to the bench. Sight split out left along with Michael Diaz. Young and Meeks to the right. Pass into the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown.
Again, Washik throws the ball prior to Sights turning around, and Sights turns around, the ball is right there, and the Cubs get into the end zone.
And Sights is still down in the end zone. Now being helped up by his teammate. But he's a little dinged up. So the Cubs get the touchdown on the 16th play of the drive, and they now get to win 8 at 48-40 with the extra point coming up. Sights now able to come off to the sideline.
Good job by Braden turning around and catching that ball just at the last second, just as it got there, and good concentration to get the Cubs into the end zone.
5th touchdown pass of the night for Dylan Washik. Dante Unjani will be the 11th player coming out on the field for Monett, and he'll line up as a tailback. Monett going for 2 to try to get to within 6. 7:44 to play in the contest. Washik gets the snap. Here comes the pressure. Gets away. Still rolling to his right. Pass into the end zone is incomplete. Umfleet was the intended receiver. The 2-point conversion is no good. We'll take a break. 7:44 to play. Cassville 48, Monett 40. Back in a minute.
At Marionville Power Sports, we are power sports enthusiasts and excited to help you experience the fun and adventure that a quality Kawasaki or Yamaha vehicle can bring into your life. We're a full-service dealership with a large new and pre-owned inventory. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts department are ready to offer superior service and selection. Call Marionville Power Sports at 417-258-2544 or stop by 225 South US Highway 60 in Marionville.
16-play scoring drive for Monett. 4 minutes and 16 seconds is the time of possession. And you would have a feeling the onside kick will be coming up here. Cassville, 10 men up. There's the onside kick. There's the big bounce. And it looks like Cassville comes down with the football. And Don Goutney recovers for Cassville.
And of course, the Cubs, knowing that they don't want to kick the ball to Roark back there, that's another reason the Cubs have continued to kick the ball short. But it comes down to the defense of the Cubs. If the Cubs can stop the Wildcats here, the Cubs will have a chance to possibly send this game into overtime. But the Wildcats would like nothing better than take a long scoring drive and get on the board, or at least get on the board. But defensively, the Cubs have got to make a stop here sometime.
Official scoring drive for the Cubs, 16 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes, 16 seconds, not 4:16. Sights the 5-yard touchdown pass, 2-point conversion, no good. Cassville by 8, handoff to Roark. He runs into Monett territory, tackled at the 49-yard line. It is a pickup of 6 yards, and the stop made by the Cubs safety, Kaysen Carr.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Cassville in the second half, every time they've had possession, they've been able to score.
Touchdown. Yeah, they've only had 2 possessions.
Yeah.
The Cubs have touchdown, pick 6, and touchdown.
Those 2 pick 6 are really coming back to haunt the Cubs now.
You got to believe it. 2 receivers to the left, which is the short side of the field. Here on 2nd and 4, Stern, straight handoff, Beebe, and he will run into Hessman for no gain.
Hessman right there and making the stop, and Beebe not having anywhere to go, just barely got back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
No gain.
3rd down. And I wonder where the ball's going.
You better look for number 11 somewhere.
Yeah.
He's going to split out to the right, along with Jaden Castleberry. 3rd and 4, Cassville at the Cub 49-yard line. 6:25 to go, Cassville by 8. On 3rd down, flags come out, and Cassville didn't appear to be set.
Right halfback jumped a little bit before the snap was made, and a 5-yard penalty against the Wildcats. So very uncharacteristically, the Wildcats coming up with that many penalties.
It is their 11th, totaling 79. That is a season high. The 9 penalties last week against Nevada was a season high. We mentioned in the pregame, in 6 of their 8 games this year, they've committed 5 penalties or less in a game.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Got to get to the 45 of the Cubs.
48-40, Cassville by 8, clock running, 6:06 to play in the game.
And Roark far to the right.
Being single covered, they fake the toss, they run the end around, and that is going nowhere. Tucker Anderson again makes a tackle for a loss as he wraps up Gradison for a loss. It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down, going to force the Wildcats to punt the ball away. And now then, the Cub defense has risen to the occasion and has done exactly what I said we had to do, and that is stop the Wildcats and turn the ball over to the offense. And so we'll see where the Cubs are going to end up with it after this likely punt.
For the first time tonight, Roark in punt formation.
But he's touching the ball. That's what makes me nervous.
August Black is deep. Pump looked like it was partially blocked. You heard a little bit of a sound. Going to be returned by Black, and he only gets it to the 30-yard line.
Got a hand on it as the official said the ball was tipped right off the foot of Roark. They do indeed punt the ball away, and the Cubs at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10, plenty of time to try to go down and tie this game up.
I mean, you heard the hand hit the ball. I mean, how close to a total block was that? I mean, huge. But the Cubs have 2 timeouts left. Cassville 3 timeouts left. Monett trailing by 8. 5:14 to play going into the South Breeze. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Washik, bubble screen, caught by Meeks. And Meeks out to about the 37-yard line, a gain of 7.
Cubs trying to go to Meeks on that bubble screen, come up with a big play, but the Wildcats bent a little bit there and gave up 7 yards.
2nd and 3, Monett. Football at the Cub 37. Football near hash, wide side of the field to the left. Straight handoff to Umfleet. If he can get to the edge, he cannot. He is grabbed by Easton Hughes behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The Wildcats are really reading their keys very well defensively. We've got a player down out there, number 10, looks like, for the Wildcats.
That's Hughes.
But the Cubs keying on the right people every time and drops Umfleet for a loss.
A loss of 5. Umfleet 68 yards rushing on 15 carries. 5 touchdown passes for Washik, but 2 pick 6.
And let's see, what do they...
It will be 3rd and 8 Cassville when we resume play with 4:36 to play.
Yeah, 2 pick 6, and then the Cubs denied there at the end of the first half the touchdown because of the penalties and stuff, and so the Wildcats coming out in the second half with all the momentum in the world and took advantage of it as Wildcat able to go off the field under his own steam. That's a good sign for that young man.
Seneca defeats East Newton tonight 56-7. No score yet on Lamar, and Aurora score has not been reported. Carl Junction leading Bolivar 34-7. Parkview leads Hillcrest 19-8. Washik's going to throw to the near sideline. That's a catch by Young. He'll have a first down at the 41-yard line.
So first down Washik to Young, 41-yard line for the Cubs.
Cubs 19th first down. Moving the chains from the 41. 4th play of the drive, and flags come out. They've got to get set. False start, Monett.
5 yards penalty, play.
1st and 15, back at the 36.
The Cubs with their, 9th penalty?
Yes.
Yeah.
9 for 80.
1st and 15 at the Monett 36-yard line.
On 1st and 15, 4:06 to go. Monett down 8. Washik, good protection. Throws to Meeks. He makes the catch in front of the Monett bench. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 10. Roark makes the tackle. That was Meeks.
Meeks
for 10.
2nd and 5 for the Cubs.
From the Cub 46. Need to get to the Cassville 49. 4 minutes to play. Washik, good protection. Look out, hit from the backside and sacked at the 43-yard line.
And the Wildcats this second half doing a much better job covering our would-be receivers way downfield. And in fact, I don't see Carson out there.
I don't either. That's why Jenny, Seitz is out there and Diaz is out there. 3rd and 7. Washik shovel pass to Umfleet. Umfleet trying to get to the first down marker, will be about a yard short. It should be 4th and 1.
According to the way the official on the far side, it's pretty darn close.
This official is standing on the 50. The official on the far side is now backed up to the 50.
Yeah.
Good eyes, though. And that was Washik.
No, Umfleet.
Umfleet for 6. Cubs go for it. And they'll get the first down. Umfleet out to the 47. I apologize. Run or pass?
Umfleet.
Run, thank you.
Umfleet picked up the needed yardage, and the Cubs maintained possession. Another first and 10.
They're 20th. Down 8. 3:11 to go. Washik throws to the near sideline. Nice catch by Miles Young, looking for a face mask. None was called. He's out of bounds at the 43. Pickup of about 4.
Cubs going to the short passes here this drive and been successful thus far.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Monett at the Cassville 43. Cassville will sub out, maybe. Nope, they're going to tell Tyler Hodge to stay in there. 4th and 6. Cassville by 8.
2nd and 6.
Thank you. Umfleet's going to get the first down. Cassville trying to strip the ball away, but Umfleet, a strong run to the 34-yard line. That's good for 9.
The Cubs continue to move the football. Still 2:57 to go in the ball game.
48-40, Cassville by 8. This will be the 10th play of the drive for the Cubs. It started on their own 30. They've got it at the Cassville 34. High snap. Washik's got a fall on it back at the 45. It's a loss of 11.
The ball was back there, and not particularly, it was high above his head, but didn't have to jump for it, but couldn't make the catch from the center position, and Washik has to fall on it.
2nd and 20. That hurt.
2nd and 20 for the Cubs.
And the clock continues to run.
2:20 left in the game. Cassville by 8. 2nd and 20. Monett from the Cassville 44. Snap to Washik. Throws to the left side. Sides with a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. And that is tackled near the 30-yard line. They'll say out of bounds at the 29. It's a gain of 15 for Seitz.
And that's a Braden Seitz that I've seen all year long, is that time he went up and made a really nice catch over the shoulder and gets out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 5 Monett. Snap to Washik. They give to Dante Ungeni his first carry, and he will pick up maybe a yard as all to the 28. It'll be 4th and about 3.5.
Cubs trying to go with a quick snap that time to pick up the yardage, but no gain at all.
Okay, here's the ball game, 4th and 5. Monett down 8, 1:48 left.
Cubs with 2 timeouts, but you got to get this first down before you worry about how many timeouts you got.
100 seconds to go. Snap to Washik on 4th and 5. Slant pattern caught by Meeks for a first down. Meeks tackled at the 17-yard line, gains 12.
Alex doing a really good job of looking that ball in there, knowing how important that reception was, which he makes. And we've got an official timeout here. It's clock out of...
There have been a few seconds come off the clock, and they are resetting. I think maybe going to add about 11 seconds to the clock. The Cubs do get the first down for the 17-yard line on the 12-yard catch by Meeks.
We're resetting the clock to 1:45.
So that allows the Cubs to get an extra timeout as far as that's concerned once they sort out the clock situation, but which they have now. Then the officials saying, let's play ball.
1:35 is put on the clock. Monett trailing 48-40. Cubs need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. 1st and 10 from the 17. Straight handoff. Seitz around the right end, out of bounds near the 10.
Umfleet back in there now for the Cubs.
Seitz for 7, 2nd and 3. from the 10. Draw play, the give to Umfleet. Needing to get to the 7 for a first down. They haven't blown that play dead. They finally do it at the 5. That's going to be enough for a first down.
First and goal from the 5 for the Cubs.
Don't see any flags.
Clock continues to run.
And the Cubs, well, officials timeout. There's an injured player. It's an injured Cassville player. Cannot see a number from here. Take a quick break. 1:13 left. Cassville 48, Monett 40. Back after this.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or a new boat, or a new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again. Or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
See Lance Metlock, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Monett. And if you're in Missouri, he's got you covered.
Cassville, injured player, able to run off to the sideline under his own power. That's good to see. Monett Cubs have the football. It'll be first and goal at the 5. 1:13 to go, fourth quarter. Monett trailing 48-40. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Umfleet, the tailback here on first and goal from the 5. The Cubs run a reverse. This is Seitz. Seitz breaks a tackle, gets down to the 1. They'll rule him down at the 2. It's a pickup of 3. Second and goal from the 3. Clock is running.
And the clock is running. Cubs with 2 timeouts. So the Wildcats with 3 if the Cubs are able to score.
Second and goal from the 3. Handoff to Umfleet, trying to bounce outside, and he is tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 1. Third and goal from the 2.
Clock continues to run. We're down to 35 seconds.
18th play of the drive. Third and goal from the 2. Umfleet one more time around the right end. Tries to bounce outside. He will not get to the goal line. He's stopped with 26 seconds to go. The Cubs still with 2 timeouts left, and they'll have to use one here eventually. Fourth and goal. Fourth and goal from the 3. Why not call a timeout and get organized? They're going to let the clock wind down and stop it with, within 1 second or whatever. It's fourth down, so why not? They're not going to leave any time on the clock one way or the other. 2.1 seconds to go. The Cubs call for a timeout. Well, it has come down to the final play.
Come down to the final play. It's fourth down, fourth and goal from the 3. Down 8 are the Cubs. And then, of course, if the Cubs are able to score, it's going to come down to whether the 2-point conversion can be made. So, Cassville Wildcats, Monett Cubs, it's always a tough game to call, tough game to play, tough game to win.
I don't know if there's been 88 points scored between these two teams in a while. Let's just kind of briefly run through here. Nothing since before 2015. Cassville won here in 2020, 50-0. Cassville won last year, 41-24. Both teams, go ahead.
Cubs, depends on the formation, whether it's going to be a run or possible run or a pass. If it's a passing formation, of course, nobody in the backfield but Washik, it'll be a pass, but let's see what we got.
Everybody on the west side and east side is on their feet.
Umfleet at the tailback position.
Cassville 48, Monett 40, 2.1 seconds to play. Fourth and goal from the 3. They fake the handoff. Washik pass in the end zone. Caught by Young for the touchdown. Now the Cubs need a 2-point conversion to tie it with no time showing on the clock.
Take the ball to Umfleet on the run and then give the ball on the pass to Miles Young, and good execution by the Cubs, and the Cubs use their final timeout for this 2-point conversion here.
Touchdown pass number 6 tonight for Dylan Washik. Great play call. Great play call.
Yeah, and the time has run down to 0, so Cubs able to get a 2-point conversion here. Overtime. But a 2-point conversion is far from a given here for the Cubs. The Cubs are going to have to execute here on this 2-point conversion attempt.
18 plays, 70 yards in 5 minutes, 14 seconds.
Cubs lined up with Umfleet at the tailback position, and Washik took the ball, faked it to Umfleet, and come around on the short side of the field and found Miles Young wide open into the end zone to get into the score to make that touchdown to make the score 46, and the Cubs with a 2-point conversion try coming to see if we go into overtime, and it's only 9:38.
Oh, we got
well, okay.
One more time.
Baker, let's have a 2-point conversion here for the Cubs.
Sights to the left, Diaz to the left, Young and Meeks to the right. Cassville's going to burn one of their 3 remaining timeouts. They wanted to see how Monett set up. So, Dave, we haven't seen Carson Nesserode lately. We've not seen Antoine Smith out with a knee injury. The Cubs are without 2 key players here in the second half.
Yes, and Cubs have executed a great drive at getting the ball and making the stop and forcing the punt, and then getting the ball about the 30-yard line and driving 70 yards to get into the end zone. But now then you're 3 yards away from overtime.
Well, here's the advantage for Monett. They've not attempted an extra point kick all year, so every time they've scored a touchdown, they've attempted a 2-point conversion. So it's not like the first or second or third time they've tried to go for 2 after a touchdown. They know what will work.
Very familiar from the 2-point conversion attempts. That's a point right there for sure, because it's not like it's a panic situation where you hadn't gone for 2 all year long. That's what they've done all year long, simply because the Cubs do not have a kicker of any semblance.
But if Washik rolls out, don't hold.
Yes.
Cassville 48, Monett 46. No time on the clock. Cubs going for the 2-point conversion to tie the game and send it to overtime. Same look, Diaz to the left, along with Sights. Snap to Washik. Good protection. Pass is caught by Meeks, but he does not get in the end zone. Cassville holds on the 2-point conversion, and the Wildcats win it 48-46.
And the Cubs lined up with Umfleet as the tailback position and then shifted him to the slot. And Washik got the snap, looked for Washik on the little pass play right up the middle, but the Wildcats defensively have held, and you got to give Wildcats credit. They did exactly what they had to do, especially defensively there, to stop the 2-point conversion.
Final score, Cassville 48, Monett 46. Our post-game show coming up after this timeout.
Industrial Machine and Engineering Company has been a part of the Monett community since 1982. Their commitment to investing in people and equipment has enabled steady growth and added services to customers. With a modern, clean, full-service manufacturing facility, IMAC has the right equipment and processes that allow quick setups to small to medium-sized lots and use tooling designed just for this type of production. Specializing in precision, IMAC, 1716 North 9th Street in Monett.
I'm Brad Hawkins with Quick Draw Gun in Monett, Missouri. I would personally like to invite you to come see us. You will find our staff very knowledgeable with a customer-friendly attitude. You'll be treated fairly with accurate information and an honest deal. Our staff does not earn commission, but they'd love a chance to earn your business. You'll find us in Monett just off Highway 60 on Kyler Street, a block south of Taco Bell. I personally guarantee your satisfaction and stand behind everything we sell and service.
Payless Rentals and Sales has been serving the Monett area since 1986. From rent-to-own furniture, appliances, and electronics to a full array of home furnishings for purchase, we've grown alongside our community. We're proud to host Payless Cash Advance, and we offer check cashing facilities, ensuring that we cover all your financial needs. Why look elsewhere when you can always pay less right here? Family owned and operated, stop by Payless Rentals and Sales in Branson West, Hollister, Forsyth, Neosho, Cassville, and at 845 Highway 60 in Monett.
Don't drive with worn-out tires. Grand Tire has 4 convenient locations, including Joplin, Aurora, Cassville, and 408 East Commercial on Highway 37 in Pierce City. Grand Tire offers quality car, truck, light truck, and farm tires at competitive prices with fast, friendly service. For longer-lasting tires, remember to check the tire pressure frequently, inspect the tread depth, check for uneven tire wear, and regularly rotate your tires. For one of the area's largest selection of tires, stop in today at Grand Tire.
Since our founding in 1966, our mission at the CPA Group has been to serve our clients with the right tools and knowledge to help them succeed. We provide client support that is unequaled. Our team gives us a significant competitive advantage, combining exceptional experience and knowledge with a genuine devotion to client service. Get the accounting and tax services you need from the professionals at the CPA Group, 217 4th Street in Monett and 472 State Highway 76 in Cassville.
Shop from the comfort of your own home and let us do the grocery shopping for you. Price Cutter, curbside, local, fast, fresh. Price Cutter makes your life easier with convenient and easy online and phone-in grocery shopping. Order online, by phone, or download our app, Shop Price Cutter. Fill your order, reserve your time slot, pay online. Goodbye shopping cart. Hello convenience. Price Cutter, keeping it local since 1967.
There's a lot going on these days. As a farmer's agent, Scott Smith understands what you're going through. From discussing your insurance options to answering your questions, Scott is here to help you so you can get back to spending your time on what you really care about. He takes pride in being able to help you protect the things that matter the most. Call Scott Smith at 417-737-7444 or stop by and see him at 103 Cleveland in Monett. And don't forget to ask about the Jack Henry and Cox Health discounts. Underwritten by Farmers, Truck, and Fire Insurance, Exchange, or affiliates. Products are not available in every state.
Established in 1978, Davis & Son has become a well-known and respected name in the plumbing, heating, and air service industry. We built a reputation for excellence that stands the test of time. Since 2023, under new ownership, we've continued to expand our offerings, providing year-round comfort solutions for homes, commercial spaces, and industrial facilities throughout Southwest Missouri. For plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, call Davis & Son at 417-235-6688.
Bigger is Better, Lawrence County Record and Continuing the Monett Times is the new title of the weekly newspaper that now covers Berry County and Lawrence County. The advertisers, new readers, and original readers alike see the value in the merged product and its wealth of information. Subscription options include print edition, online edition, or both. Lawrence County Record can also handle your printing needs. Call 417-466-2185 or stop by 312 South Hickory Street in Mount Vernon or go online, lawrencecountyrecord.com.
As part of Apogee Architectural Metals, the EFCO brand is excited for new opportunities to build on its commitments to technology, innovation, and total satisfaction by keeping pace with the evolving needs of its customers. We want you to be a part of our team in the Monett manufacturing facility. Apply online, apogeearchmetals.com/careers. Apogee Architectural Metals is an equal opportunity employer.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett back at Burl Fowler Stadium. Cassville wins at 48-46. Cubs got a touchdown on the final play of regulation, but failed to convert on the two-point conversion pass. The two teams combined for 935 yards of offense in a shootout that the Wildcats able to make a play on the last play of the game as the Cubs did not throw into the end zone. The Meeks caught the ball about the 2-yard line, and Cassville would not let him cross the goal line.
Not at all. You got to credit the defense of the Cassville Wildcats. They allowed the Cubs to score and pull within 2, but then on the all-important two-point conversion, they had the defense drawn up, and they said if they catch the ball outside the end zone, we're going to have to stop them, and that's exactly what they did. And we talked there at halftime, it's whoever's got the ball last or whoever makes the last play, and the last play was actually without any time on the clock because it was a two-point conversion try. The Wildcats end up coming away with the win.
It was 28-28 at the end of the first half. 8:46 to go in the third. Colton Rowalk, 33-yard touchdown pass. The PAT kick was blocked. Cassville led 34-28. 40 seconds later, Braden Seitz, 73-yard touchdown pass from Washick. Two-point conversion pass, no good. We were tied at 34. 1:41 to go in the third. Easton Hughes, 2-yard touchdown run. Driscoll added the extra point. Cassville up by 7, 41-34. 1 minute to go in the third. The second pick six. This time it was Colton Rowalk, 40-yard interception return for a touchdown. The Wildcats went up by 14, 48-34. Cubs scored with 7:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Braden Seitz, a 5-yard touchdown run. Two-point conversion pass, no good. It was 48-40. Miles Young caught the 3-yard touchdown pass. Final play of the regulation to get the Cubs within 2, but again, the two-point conversion, no good. Cubs fall 2 points short. Jared Langford ready with head coach Ben Mock down on the field. Let's take it away.
You lose close, win big. Last 2 weeks you've lost close. You're getting there, but just haven't quite got over that hump.
Yeah, I mean, our kids are playing in competitive situations and competitive games against good football teams, and it's the end of the year. I think we're doing a lot of good things. We're still making silly mistakes, but I think we're trending the right way, especially at the end of the season, right before the playoffs. So, you never want to lose a football game. you want to beat a rival school, but at the same time, I'm excited about where we're headed. I'm excited about a lot of things our kids did tonight.
You had 2 opportunities in this game where you could have laid down and quit. The interception in the first half, the interception in the second half, and you get down 2 scores. But your offense comes through, gets a score. Defense comes up and gets a big stop. You get the ball back, score right there at the end of the game. Like you said, you're seeing things there, but you're just not quite there. What do you want to do to clean up these things, these little things, to take that next step in growth and development?
Yeah, we're never going to lay down no matter what the score is. Our kids are going to fight, compete, and battle. That's just the Monett way, Monett football, what we represent, what we stand for. These kids are playing for their school, their community, the alumni, and so they're going to play hard at all times. We just, like we said, there's 3 areas that we're really looking at is turnovers. We don't have turnovers, and we want to force turnovers. So, we can't have turnovers. Penalties, we want to eliminate stupid penalties and not have those on our side of the field. And then the other thing is breaking tackles. We want to miss tackles when we have the ball, and we can't miss tackles when we're on defense. They won long touchdown run. We had them for a minus yardage play. We gave them interception for a touchdown. Give them some long passes for touchdowns. So you take away their big plays, it's a different ballgame.
Coach, kind of rinse and repeat. You got to flush these last 2 weeks, learn from them. You got Mount Vernon coming in. What do you need to do to get ready to go next Friday?
Yeah, we just got to forget about this one. We're going to learn from it, first of all, and then forget about it. And it's the same thing if we would have won the game. We have to worry about what we can control, and that's how we practice, that's how we prepare, watching film and so forth. But we just want to improve and get better every week, and I think we did that from last week to this week. I saw there were good things that our kids did, and I'm excited to watch them play next Friday.
Jared, thank you. Thank you as well to head coach Ben Mock. And as positive as he tried to make that, you could hear the disappointment in Coach Mock's voice.
Disappointment mainly for the seniors. Last home game of their career here at Burrow Fowler Stadium, and against a rival such as Cassville, and Cassville's game plan, you got to give them credit. They come out and executed the game plan exactly the way they wanted. They maintained possession of the football as long as they could, and then keep the Cubs out of the end zone just long enough to where you kind of run out of time, which the Cubs did. And Jared brought up a good point there. The Cubs got down twice, but to two scores, but the Cubs come right back and got it within 2 points there at the very end, but then couldn't execute on the 2-point conversion.
Wildcats win it 48-46 in Class 4 District 6 tonight. West Plains defeating Marshfield 46-23. Rogersville coming in at number 2. They lost at Branson 35-28. Carl Junction winning over Bolivar 44-7. That's a final. Monett losing to Cassville. Bolivar losing to CJ. Marshfield losing to West Plains. McDonald County plays tomorrow at Kansas City Central. Depending on the outcome of that McDonald County game, may or may not pass Monett in points. We will see. But again, the Cubs have the tiebreaker advantage over McDonald County. So it is a huge Week 9 game coming up against Mount Vernon a week from tonight.
Exactly. You look at that and you think, well, we're pretty good shape. But, again, you don't want to leave anything to chance. You want to go to Mount Vernon and win that game and solidify your number 4 standing in your district, because Bolivar, if they end up losing next week, then McDonald County has a real shot at overtaking them. But the key is Monett's going to have to win next week.
And oh, by the way, Mount Vernon 28, Nevada 24, final. What is up with the Big 8?
Typical Tom Cox team. You don't want to play them at the end of the season, because even though they might be young and start out over, so to speak, and start out slowly, but the end of the year, Tom Cox coach teams are very, very hard to beat.
That one surprises me more than the Cassville win.
It really does. Yeah, Nevada's wheels have kind of come off there a little bit as far as who they're losing to now, but
I think they were without the services of John Michael Collins tonight, so they had a key player injured.
Yeah.
The Cubs, of course, this may be a costly loss in more ways than one. Don't know the status of Carson Nesserode, and that injured Antoine Smith looked pretty serious to his knee.
Yes, so don't have a clue about Carson, I don't know if he even come out in the second half. No. I did not look out there and see whether he was there or not, but he was a big part of the first half. And speaking of the first half, the key play in my estimation is when the Cubs were able to score there to end the first half, but it was called back because of the penalty, and then a couple of key first downs were also called back. So those 3 penalties in a row end up in my opinion, cost us the game.
Can't disagree with you one bit. Seneca over East Newton 56-7. Carthage defeating Webb City 28-14. Republic a winner over Neosho 42-14. Hollister defeating Springfield Catholic. That's the Irish first loss. Hollister wins 60-31. Joplin a big win over Willard 49-8. Glendale 1 point better than Lebanon 43-42. We told you Branson over Logan Rogersville 35-28. Carl Junction pounding Bolivar 44-7. That's a final. Parkview over Hillcrest 26-8. Kickapoo gets their first win of the year. They beat winless Waynesville 52-7. Buffalo over Reed Spring 15-14. The Wolves are still winless on the year. West Plains over Marshfield 46-23. We told you Mount Vernon over Nevada 28-24. And McDonald County at Kansas City Central tomorrow. We'll take another break, come back with a lot of post-game stats after this timeout. Cassville wins it over Monett 48-46. Back after this.
Covering Monett and Southwest Missouri, Minuteman Maintenance is veteran-owned and operated by Cale Sendrowski. Licensed and insured for all major brands, Cale offers in-home appliance repairs for washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, trash compactors, and more. Minuteman Maintenance also provides warranty work for manufacturers' in-home warranties. They offer free estimates before starting work. Don't delay. Call Minuteman Maintenance at 417-235-3276.
Is your roof showing signs of wear and tear? Armor Roofing, a trusted family-owned business serving the area since 1987, provides expert roof repair services you can rely on. Our founder and CEO, Sean Oberman, brings over 4 decades of roofing experience to every project. The entire team at Armor Roofing is dedicated to providing unsurpassed performance, quality, service, and integrity, evidenced by our perfect A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Ask about our 50-year guarantee. Call 417-866-ROOF or go online, ROOFSALEUS.com.
When buying a car, what's most important to you? Price? Selection? Service? How about a stress-free buying experience? At Jimmy Mitchell Motors, you can have it all. At Jimmy Mitchell Motors, every vehicle comes with our commitment to total customer satisfaction. Plus, you always get top dollar for your trade. With hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, now's the time to choose the one that's perfect for you. Visit us online or come see us in downtown Aurora today, and you'll see why we say,
nobody beats our deal.
Since 1988, Roberts Family Eye Care, a member of Vision Source, has served as a dedicated and caring provider of quality vision services to Monett and the surrounding communities. In addition to our eye care services, our newly expanded optical department in Monett features a large selection of designer frames and precision lenses from top brands. Schedule an appointment in Monett, Mount Vernon, or Shell Knob and give your vision the level of care and attention it deserves. At Roberts Family Eye Care, your vision is our passion.
Wild Wild Lights is the best for outdoor Christmas light installation for residential and commercial clients. Wild Wild Lights offers free custom designs, warranty on installations, and free maintenance. We eliminate the frustration of untangling lights, replacing bulbs, and climbing ladders. In early January, the Christmas lights are removed and stored. For a free quote, call 417-669-5107 or go online wildwildlights.com.
Do you need a lawyer's advice? Are you having legal difficulties? Randall, Mosry, and Randall at 405 East Broadway in Monett are general practice attorneys specializing in personal injury and criminal law. They have a solid reputation as effective legal practitioners and possess over 80 years of combined experience on which to draw. You can depend on Randall, Mosry, and Randall to get the best possible results. To improve your outcome, call 235-8688. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisement.
Architectural Systems Incorporated's mission is to serve as a full-service partner to our customers in the commercial construction industry. We will continually strive to improve, meet, or exceed our commitment to provide the highest quality products and on-time delivery. Our goal is to be your single source for everything from engineering to finished product. ASI is expanding. Apply online at asi-mo.com/careers. ASI is an equal opportunity employer.
Bennett Wormington Funeral Home was established in 1946 on the foundation of personal, professional, and compassionate service to Monett and the surrounding communities. The mission of Bennett Wormington Funeral Home is to provide the highest quality of care to the families they serve. They are always available to sit down and discuss any needs you may have. Call 235-3141 or stop by Bennett Wormington Funeral Home at 216 2nd Street in Monett.
Coast to Coast is proud to carry Steel equipment, and we're proud that much of Steel's legendary gasoline-powered outdoor equipment from trimmers to chainsaws is built right here in America, working as hard as you do to get the job done. Coast to Coast, 500 South Kyler in Monett. A majority of Steel gasoline-powered units sold in the United States are built in the United States from domestic and foreign parts and components.
Vaughn Company Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1959, is the leader in Southwest Missouri in excavation, material hauling, dirt work, and rock sales. Lack of earthwork experience can lead to problems, but the professionals at Vaughn meticulously assess each job, ensuring the perfect match of skilled experts and equipment for a project's guaranteed success. Located north of Monett on Highway H, call 417-235-7700 to get your earthwork done right the first time. Hassle-free, no matter the size.
Mike McClure, Dave Beckett, back at Burrow Fowler Stadium, Kenley Richardson Field. Cassville wins it over Monett, 48-46. Cubs get a touchdown with no time on the clock, but do not get the two-point conversion as Cassville gets the win this evening.
And, you know, looking at the first of the season, the way the Cubs were scoring, you're thinking, well, not having a kicker is not going to make that much difference. Well, in this game, it definitely would, because as we were talking during the break, missed 5 two-point conversions. Well, let's see, 5, and you only lose by 2. Yeah. You know, even if you had kicking the extra points. So, you know, the little things like that end up coming back to haunt you in a close game. But, you know, 2 costly turnovers, which turned into immediate touchdowns, and then the penalties that negated some good 1 touchdown and then some good yardage on. As we've seen all year long, those penalties just come in most inopportune time for the Cubs, and the Cubs come away with a 2-point loss.
Cubs lose the game despite 578 yards of total offense, 143 rushing yards, 435 passing yards. Washington 30 of 44, 6 touchdowns, but the 2 pick 6. Cubs had 22 first downs, did not fumble the ball tonight, penalized 9 times for 80 yards, and punted once in the first half for 30 yards. Cassville, 357 yards of offense, 33 rushing attempts for 201 yards. How about a perfect 8 for 8 for Stearns for 156 yards, 7 of the 8 caught by Roark for 137, and 2 scores. The Wildcats had 12 first downs. They lost 2 fumbles in the first half. They were penalized 11 times for 79 yards and did not punt the football tonight. Umfleet, 20 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown to highlight the Cubs' ground game. Again, the loss of Nesrode in the second half. He caught 4 passes in the first half for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. And again, they were long touchdown passes, 74-yard touchdown grab early second quarter, and then the 69-yard touchdown pass late second quarter. Seitz, 6 catches, 128 yards, 2 scores. Miles Young caught 5 passes for 25 yards and that 3-yard touchdown on the final play of regulation. Meeks had 8 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown. Umfleet caught 5 passes for 33 yards. It's just some of the numbers in this one. 935 yards of offense by these 2 teams. If you liked offense, this was fun. If you liked defense, probably not a game you would enjoy.
No, but got to give the defense credit on that last series for the Cubs. The last series against the Wildcats, stopped the Wildcats, forced a punt, enabled the Cubs to come down and score and get within 2. So the defense did rise to the occasion there at the very end, but just didn't score enough there for the Cubs to send it into overtime.
That last Cub touchdown capped off an 18-play, 70-yard scoring drive. It took all 5 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. So the Cubs now head to Mount Vernon next Friday to wrap up the regular season. Cassville will be hosting the Aurora Hound Dogs. We talked about Class 3 District 6. Seneca wins tonight. Cassville is going to stay at number 2. Mount Vernon with their win over Nevada, probably still at 3. Hollister 4, Aurora 5, East Newton 6. Reed Spring gets a win, but the Wolves probably still going to stay in number 7 in the standings in Class 3 District 6 as they get ready for their final week of the regular season too.
Cassville gets bonus points for being Class 4 Monett,
Correct.
and Mount Vernon gets Class 4 bonus points, so they're going to, like you say, probably stay about the same. But that's a tough district, but Seneca's still the king as far as I'm concerned in that district.
And in that regular season, Cassville beat Mount Vernon 2 weeks ago, 39-38, so the Wildcats would have the tiebreaker advantage over the Mount Vernon Mountaineers as well. Sometimes you just run out of fuel. Well, I'm out of fuel.
Well, I would have thought that way things were going, and the text that I got that maybe was going to end up winning the ball game, but with Baker listening, and he still couldn't help us get over the hump to get that 2-point conversion to have a chance to send it into overtime. But
the Wildcats maintain
48-46, Wildcats on top, and like I say, you got to give the Wildcats credit. They done exactly what Coach Weldy was wanting to do, is just let's try to outscore them and try to just defensively try to keep them at bay just a little bit now and then.
Wildcats have now won 9 of the last 10 meetings versus Monett, dating back to 2017. Our thanks to Monett coach Ben Mock and to Cassville head coach Clay Weldy for their help prior to tonight's game. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making our live and archive coverage possible. We cannot do these broadcasts without the support of the advertisers. To our listeners, please go into the sponsored place of business. Tell them you heard their ad on MHSCubs.com and how much you appreciate their support of high school athletics. We will be back here Tuesday for high school soccer. It's senior day. The Monett soccer team has 14 seniors. They will be honoring on Tuesday when they take on the McDonald County Mustangs. We'll have that broadcast here on MHSCubs.com. And 1 week from tonight, we wrap up the regular season in high school football. Monett at Mount Vernon, 6:25 for our pregame. The kick will be at 7 o'clock. Once again, our final score, Cassville 48, Monett 46. For Missouri Sports Hall of Fame broadcaster Dave Beckett, I'm Mike McClure. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night from Burrow Fowler Stadium, Kenley Richardson Field.
You've been listening to Monett High School Sports on MHSCubs.com. Tonight's game was sponsored by Shane's Heating and Air, Wintech, Andy Brandt Shelter Insurance, Monett Athletic Booster Club, 3D Corporate Solutions, Tyson Foods, Bass Equipment, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Freedom Bank of Southern Missouri, Marionville Power Sports, Lance Metlock Missouri Farm Bureau, IMEC Industrial Machine and Engineering Company, Quick Draw Gun, Payless Rentals and Sales, Randall, Mosry and Randall, the CPA Group, Price Cutter, Scott Smith Farmers Insurance, Davis & Son, Lawrence County Record, Apogee Architectural Metals, Minuteman Maintenance, Jimmy Mitchell Motors, Roberts Family Eye Care, Grand Tire, ASI Architectural Systems Incorporated, Stay Clear, Wild Wild Lights, Bennett Wormington Funeral Home, Coast to Coast, Vaughn Companies Incorporated, Jim Haston Edward Jones, Jamie Lenz, Glaus Family Dentistry, Jack Henry, Advanced Jiffy Machine Products, Rollo Insurance, Sonic Drive-In, Post Electric, Tombstone Solutions, Revive Car Wash, Cox Health, The Washery Laundromat, Lili Asian Buffet and Dining, K's Floral Affair and Gardens, Home Shield Pest Control, Crown Double K Realty, Prime Cut, K Concrete, Remax Properties, Great Dave's Coffee, Buchanan Funeral Home, Windmill Ridge Golf Course, Danae's Virtual Desk, Schreiber Foods, Monett Mufflers and More, First State Bank, and Joe's Tree Service. MHSCubs.com is a division of McClure Broadcasting, LLC. For an up-to-date broadcast schedule, as well as to listen to the archived broadcast of this game, go to MHSCubs.com. Thanks for listening.